course, it would only take him a few months to become what he hates so much, rat poison. We're already well on our way. I knew immediately that he was never going to say a bad word on TV about the Tide, let alone pick against the Tide, because this dude's about to become the number one Bama smoke blower on TV, a.k.a. the number one source of rat poison. And not only was I all over it, I even workshopped that theory with one of his favorite players ever during Super Week at the Bellagio. This was Will Anderson's response to what I think was a very good point that I made about his old coach, who you know he loves, becoming the very thing that the coach he loves hates most of all. Listen.
If he is now the media, is he not the rat poison himself now?
Okay. I see what you did there. I see what you did. I like it. He is the rat poison now that I think about it. Because he's going to go with Bama every time.
Exactly, right? That's the point.
See? Will's like, oh, I see what you did there. You're right. He is the rat poison. Because he's going to pick Bama every time. Exactly. Last night, we also have Saban's own words to confirm it. He's not really been in the media all that much since his retirement, but last night he stepped to a podium at an event that he was holding in Birmingham, and of course, he was asked if he will ever pick against Bama. And of course, his answer went exactly the way that I thought that it would.
You know, I've tried to steer away from picking people. I think I'm going to have to do that now. But I don't know that you always have to pick the team you think is going to win. You know, you're allowed to have a spiritual feeling about who you like and who you want to win. So I think it'll be a lot of fun, though.
Oh, no, I don't think that's how that is, Nick. I don't think they're paying you all that money to sit at the desk and ask you, who do you think is going to win? And have you say, well, I'm going to say who I want to win. Because I've got a spiritual feeling about these folks.
Spiritual feeling about?
They're not paying for your spiritual feelings, Coach. They're paying for your goat logic. They're paying for your genius. They're paying for you to be real, not spiritual.
Spiritual
then
feeling
again, I mean, who doesn't get? Of course I understand this. What, that guy's going to roll into Tuscaloosa and ever pick against Bama. Right. Never. So therefore, he's rat poison because he's going to hype them up and praise them and see how great they are and how wonderful they are. This guy has become what he hates. But then again, to be real, and I'm not taking away from the fact that he's the best college coach ever. He is that. But are we really surprised that it took him 5 minutes to become what he's hated for the last 15 years when he was the one who said that he would never be the Bama coach to begin with? Even Will, I think, would say, I see what you did there, too.
Comment on this. I think I've said this over and over and over again.
Of course he became rat poison, the thing he hated most. He said he would never go there in the first place.
I'm not going to be the Alabama coach.
This year, Dell Technologies wants to help you do amazing things with their best tech. For a limited time only, save on select next-gen PCs like the XPE S13 Plus, where you can make the everyday easier with Windows 11. Save right now at Dell.com/deals. So I give you two great interviews, Bill Self and Dave Roberts, and you find reasons to try to dog either or both of them. Go figure. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. We're out. Gas, groceries, utilities, you name it. The price of everything is going up, and if you're stuck in a bad timeshare with rising maintenance fees, the financial burden can be crushing. It is time to get your finances in order and get the real facts about that timeshare that you are stuck in and your options to get rid of it. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, has been helping families out of horrible timeshares for over 10 years and has put together a complete timeshare exit information kit that he will send you absolutely free. To date, over 30,000 families have trusted Wesley Financial Group to help them out of financial hardship by getting them out of bad timeshares. Get the facts about how the timeshare industry works and your options for cancellation. Simply call Wesley now for your free timeshare exit kit and see how you can become timeshare free. Call 800-462-3333. That's 800-462-3333. Once again, 800-462-3333.
Hey, I'm Holt Nailers. No one knows better than me how important it is as a quarterback to have protection on the field to be successful. My frontline team is critical to my success. For your frontline insurance protection, you need the team at Buck Insurance Agency. Buck Insurance Agency is your local team and have been helping customers like you for over 30 years with their insurance needs. When you need insurance protection, you'll get the whole team with Brian Buck and his staff. Call toll-free at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
Home runs and high fives always go better with a Bud Light. Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. Whether you're headed to the ballpark, the jungle, or the couch, be sure to pick up and order some Bud Light and enjoy the ball game. Bud Light is always easy to drink and easy to enjoy. And remember, Pirate Nation, stay in the game and please drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test. Starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is the home of the best margaritas. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Tuesday for the Gulp of Mexico, a huge 38-ounce lime margarita for only $8.99. On Thursdays, relax and enjoy half-price pitchers of Chico's house margaritas. Choose from lime, strawberry, blood orange, raspberry, or peach. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Russell with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. I want to let you know that our winter sale is now gone to one half price. That's 50% off of all our ladies' remaining winter product, our men's shirts, vests, coats, slacks, outerwear. We have a lot of stuff that's got to go, making room for spring merchandise. Remember, everything has been reduced to 50% remaining on our winter sale. Celebrate 41 years with Russell's and save big. Come see us at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
The Angus Grill is your premier spot for the best burgers, cheesesteaks, and brisket sandwiches around. Join us for our unmatched variety of burger combinations, from the mushroom bacon Swiss burger to the jalapeno popper burger to the original Angus classic. Pair that burger with our amazing onion rings, tots, fries, or sweet potato fries. Angus Grill, with 4 amazing locations in eastern North Carolina, including Winterville near Pitt Community College, on Jarvis Street in uptown Greenville, and on Statensburg Road near the hospital. It's the best burger around, guaranteed.
For years, Callie Ann Phelps has been singing about Phelps Chevrolet.
Phelps Chevrolet is the one for you. Low prices, service too. See the big dealer right away. Carolina's finest, Phelps Chevrolet.
And you'll agree with what Skylar Phelps has to say.
Nobody beats Phelps Chevrolet's prices. Nobody.
The name you can depend on. Phelps Chevrolet.
Get you one.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
Booty, 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 booty everywhere.
Ahí estaba, en el centro, hoyo de gloria.
Have you scanned your MVP card?
Breakfast was 3 eggs, scrambled light with grits and extra crispy bacon. Clip, what's up? It's Bryce.
I know, Clip, the people are looking for you to sprinkle your magic fairy dust on this whole thing and make it all better.
Let's get to that conversation now. Here is that.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to a Tuesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios. A lovely, chilly day here in eastern North Carolina. Talking to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And you can be a part of today's show. Come join us on YouTube at Pirate Radio TV. Subscribe. Those subscriber numbers continue to climb. Let's keep that going. Give us a like and join in on the festivities on this Tuesday. We got a lot of guests to get to. Packed show today as Mack McCarthy, Coach Mack, will join us here hour number one. A lot of college hoops to talk about. We got some college football news that came out today. Although I thought this was already a done deal, but we've got some college football playoff news. And we'll talk some NASCAR as well. Daytona 500 runs on Monday. Alex Bowman wins. We'll get Coach Mack's thoughts on the race. And Alex has some NASCAR for Dummies, NASCAR 101 questions he's going to throw over to Coach Mack during this hour. And hopefully Mack's got some questions for us. Looks like he's going green. No papers today.
I've got questions. Yeah, I decided to be a little more efficient. I decided to go with the phone deal rather than on paper. But I have questions, but I also have a couple rants probably too that have to deal with the questions. But,
absolutely, I like that. I like the sound of that. Coming up hour two, the Mully man will join us. Mike Mullis was on the ESPN Plus call when Parker Bird got his at bat Friday night. You've heard Mully's voice now on Good Morning America and Sports Center and all over the place. We'll talk Pirate baseball. Great 3-0 weekend. Now they got to go beat Campbell. That was a tough thing for the Pirates to do last year. They got the Fighting Camels coming up at 5 o'clock. We'll talk to Mully about that. We'll talk to Chris Hemeyer, voice of the Campbell Fighting Camels, coming up in hour number 2 as well. Hour 3, Bryce Williams will join us. And if we have time, we'll play the Rahjai Harris interview from earlier today. We talked to him at 1 o'clock. You can watch that on Facebook and Pirate Radio TV, and we'll air it on the radio today. If not, if we don't have time today, we'll certainly get it in on Wednesday. Shirley Rhodes is here. Intern Delaney handling the video. Alex is doing something. He's writing a paper.
and adding questions to his NASCAR for Dummies.
Multitasking. First of all, Shirley, welcome back. How was Tampa?
Wet.
Like Daytona?
Pretty much, yeah. It was a lot of rain. We only could get 5 games into the tournament, and that was all on Saturday because by about 3:30 Saturday afternoon, the skies pretty much opened up, and it didn't stop raining. I think we left Tampa at 10 o'clock, about 10 or 11 o'clock Sunday morning, and it didn't stop raining until we got to right about the Georgia-South Carolina border. And so it was just a lot of water.
Y'all need a softball dome for those tournaments down in Florida.
I wish that they would go to a dome-type situation because when you have weather like that, they adjust the format to where you go to 30 minutes drop dead time. So regardless of where you are in the game, it stops at 30 minutes and you get one pitch. So if it's a ball, you take a walk. If it's a strike, you're out. You know, if you foul it off, you're out, that type of thing. And it's just hard to get a rhythm when you do that. And so we went 4-1, so can't really complain about that.
That ain't bad.
How wet can it be and you still play?
Well, it rained on us on the second game. I mean, you can go. Those fields were pretty good, so you could probably go with, like, I would say, like a light shower to a mid-heavy shower for about maybe 10 minutes, and then
they don't have Joey Perry out there.
No, these are not Joey Perry approved fields. But you know, it wasn't too muddy, but after about an hour, the outfield starts puddling and, it becomes a little too dangerous to play.
Well, you survived, and you don't have
I'm
any
in one piece, no
casts
injuries
on or anything. So.
I've got one little tiny strawberry on my knee. Other than that, I'm good.
Now you got to get one of those just to show you did something. So.
Yeah, well, it was nothing like the gnarly one I had last year. So
I did forget to mention something at the top of the show. So Chon and Zach are en route to Bowie's Creek, but we will be playing an intern game today. So I asked Zach 19 questions about himself, and we're going to find out if Delaney or Alex knows their co-intern more. These are questions about Zach and his life, and we're going to see which one of you knows Zach the best.
Just to let you know, though, I played for about halfway through, and some of them are common sense, so I don't think it'll be too hard. It's not that hard, really.
What?
Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Zach trivia. Can we do Delaney trivia next week?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. We'll do it. So we'll do that. So, Alex, you got to leave at like 4 something. What do you got going on? You got a meeting?
I will be heading out after the first commercial break of hour number 2 to attend a football team meeting, but I will be back shortly afterwards.
All right. So we'll do that in hour 3. You going to be here, Delaney? Okay, cool. We'll do that in hour 3. Coach Mack, well, before I get to you, sir, one more thing.
Sure. Although, Coach Mully, wasn't it just a matter of time before he became nationally famous?
Yeah, he is. The world needs to know Mike Mullis.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I'm glad
instead of just the folks at Tiebreakers.
I'm glad they finally do. Steve, Jamie, PJ, Chad, Eric, Robert, what's up, guys? They are hanging out in the chat gang. Eric's got a. We found out yesterday that our buddy Alex here got a speeding ticket, Coach.
All right.
17 miles per hour over the limit. Eric says, Coach Mack, if a NASCAR driver gets a speeding penalty on pit road, can he use a prayer for judgment? That takes us back to yesterday's conversation. He said, asking for a friend who long snaps. We'll get into some NASCAR. Where do you want to begin, Coach? You want to talk?
You want to knock out the dummies?
Sure, Alex. You ready? Let's. First of all, what did you think of the race yesterday?
A typical Daytona. You never know what to expect. The best car doesn't always win. Often the best car does not win. A little controversy. I hate seeing any race end under yellow, but I don't know that you really have a choice at Daytona. Overtime at Daytona would just be carnage.
Yeah. I would like to see that. There would be like 3 cars left on 3 wheels. All right, so Alex, you posed a question to me or the group last week, and I said, save this for Coach Mack.
Yes. So, the other day we were discussing the Daytona 500, and I don't know if it was the disdained look of boredom on my face, but it became apparent that I'm not a fan of NASCAR. But I wanted to ask you, what did I say? I don't want to sound like a mark, but to me it is just cars driving in circles. Me personally, I told you before the show started, I've never watched a NASCAR race from start to finish. I'm just curious as to what the appeal is and what makes NASCAR so popular and why people love it so much.
There are a lot of things, but I was like you. I didn't go to races, didn't understand it. They turn left, they come back, they follow each other. It looks like a freight train. I wasn't interested. Follow the leader, and I went to a race. And these guys are going at incredible speeds, inches apart, and they're under control for the most part, obviously, not always. But Howard Cosell said something when I was growing up, and I was writing a column for a local newspaper. He said, race car drivers are the greatest athletes in the world. I think that is the dumbest thing I have ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
After I went to the first race, I had to apologize to Howard Cosell. What they do with their eye-hand coordination, and it didn't if you make a mistake with the snap, the other team might score a touchdown.
Yeah.
You make a mistake in NASCAR, You put your life and other lives in danger. This is, it's not playing around. And what they can do at those speeds, Denny Hamlin said it best, and we talked about this. Denny Hamlin said, I can make a 3-point shot. I can make a birdie. And Clip is losing his mind, but it doesn't matter. Michael Jordan can't get in a race car and drive it as fast as Denny Hamlin. Nobody off the street can get in that car and drive it as fast as any NASCAR driver. Nobody.
I mean, I feel like I could get in a car and step on the gas pedal really hard.
Sure.
You proved that recently.
Sure. 17 miles over is like, yeah, okay.
So I do get the in-person aspect. That I do understand, because there's a lot of stuff that is way better in person. Like baseball, for example.
Sure.
Going to Clark LeClaire, awesome.
Yeah.
Inject it into my veins, please.
Hockey is another one.
Hockey, to me, is the best sport to watch in person, in my opinion.
Yeah, but see, you haven't been to a NASCAR race.
I have not been to a NASCAR race, but what I was getting at is in person, I get that. You're there, you feel the cars driving past you, you hear the engines, it's loud, everyone's having a good time. I don't get watching that on television, though.
Okay, it's more and more. There's teamwork. There's the pit crew. There's the folks that make the cars. There's all the strategy that goes on, the crew chief, the spotter, the communication. You can listen. Can you imagine listening to the offensive coordinators and the head coaches talk with the quarterbacks and the middle linebacker or the safety or whoever calls the defensive signals? You get to hear all that. Plus, here's the number one thing, in my mind, besides the skill, the number one thing is we're going to talk about all-star games. They suck, and they should be outlawed. No, there is no reason to have an all-star game every year. But here's the deal: NASCAR has an all-star race every week. The best in the world race against each other every single week. You don't get that in any other sport.
Interesting. So to piggyback on that. Oh. I accidentally hit that yellow button.
What is?
My bad. I accidentally hit a button on the board.
See, if you were driving a NASCAR right now, you would be dead. We would be at your funeral.
My bad. But to piggyback on what you were saying about the All-Star event, how it's like an All-Star race every weekend. Is there like a championship like race? So like I had this talking to Zach. I had the same critique about soccer. Like in baseball, the championship is the World Series, NBA Finals, Stanley Cup. Is there a single championship race where the car who finishes in first is like your 2023, 2024 NASCAR champion, or is it like a points-based system like in soccer?
Interesting question. Now, they changed this a few years ago, probably 20 years ago now. They used to have a point system that carried over the whole season. Whoever had the most points on the season won. So you could actually clinch the championship with 5 races to go. And it happened like that. 6 races to go, whatever. Or you could go into the last race where all you have to do is start. But they made these playoffs, and they've changed the rules a few times. But right now, 4 people out of all the cars are on the track, but only 4 people qualify for the championship. And you don't have to win the race to win the championship, but you have to finish ahead of the other 3. Now, all but once, the person who has won the championship won the race. I want to say there was one. I think there was one time that the champion, last year. Last year was it?
Blaney.
No, Blaney won. May have been the year before that. Doesn't matter. But anytime, almost every time, the person who has won the race won the championship also. But it's theoretically, it's possible that the winner could finish 10th and still win the championship.
So just to clarify on this championship race, is this like, have you seen the movie Cars?
Yeah, last year was Blaney. I'm sorry. Blaney only finished second. Chastain won the race. Go ahead.
Have you seen the movie Cars?
Just
the
parts
anime movie?
Yeah, not the whole movie, yeah.
At the end, they have like the Piston Cup championship race, and it's just 3 cars on the track. Is it like that, or did you say the 4 racers race with everybody else, but
everybody's on the track. Everybody's on the track.
But people are only watching it to watch those 4 racers, but everybody else is on the track?
No, I mean, you're watching it to see, you're seeing 2 things. You're seeing the championship, but you're also seeing a regular race also.
I think you need, if you want to get involved too, you should probably pick a favorite driver or two to just start paying attention to.
It's
that
much
makes it
better
fun.
if you pick a driver and kind of follow them, because then you understand strategy and all the ups and downs that drivers go through.
I liked Denny Hamlin because he was with Joe Gibbs, and I'm a Washington fan, and he would sit courtside at Hornets games, and I was like, I can relate to this guy. Then I moved on from him, went to Chase Elliott, found out he was too popular, and I didn't want to be that. And then I went to Blaney, and Blaney won a title last year. So pick a guy, find a guy. By the way, Coach Mack, Jamie points this out on YouTube. Michael Jordan could not get in a car and drive as fast as Denny Hamlin, but Denny Hamlin could, go play hoops and be just fine. This is from 2015. Denny Hamlin tore ACL in his right knee playing basketball.
Yeah. He's a huge basketball fan.
He's done it twice. This guy can't play basketball. He did it in 2010 too.
He can make a 3-point shot.
He can't even step on a court. But he can still race with a broken ACL because you don't have to be an athlete to drive a car.
You're wrong. but that's okay.
It's okay to be wrong, right?
Yeah,
all
sure.
Right. Good.
Oh, I got one more question if we got time for it. So, of all the drivers, like, it'll show the few times that I've seen it, they'll have like the guy's name, their number, their sponsor, and then it has the brand of car that they drive.
Yeah.
Are there like regulations for your car? Like, can you soup up your car like better than everybody else, or is it just like you got to pick like everyone has the same model, but you got to pick like which brand engine to use?
The cars are basically identical, other than the front and the back. They can look like the manufacturer. A Toyota looks like a Camry. A Ford looks like a Mustang. You have a front and a back that looks like the manufacturer. Everything else on the car is equal, and those things are even equal aerodynamically. So they have to stay within the tolerances of the NASCAR rules.
So what's the point of picking a brand?
There really isn't, except that's how it used to be.
Uh-huh.
You used to be a Ford fan or a Pontiac fan or a Chevrolet fan, and you wouldn't dare root for a Chevrolet driver if you were a Ford guy. But that really doesn't. It still exists, but only in people's minds.
I always ask this question to North and Weaver and guys who follow it. So, who is Kaz Gralla? Do you know who that is?
I do. He's a Georgia Tech engineering grad. He's from Boston, Massachusetts, and he's a fair driver.
So if you put, I'm just looking at a guy near the bottom of the standings or the results yesterday. If you put Kyle Larson in his car and Kaz in Larson's car, like, who wins?
Assuming, well, the car makes a lot of difference. But the driver does make some difference too. But you can't put Dale Earnhardt in your car and expect him to win. But you could put you in Dale Earnhardt's car and you'd have a chance.
So the car matters more than the driver?
The car matters more than the driver.
51-49, something like that. 55. Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. The age-old question.
I just thought of another question.
Get it in.
So
I love that you use the movie Cars as an example.
That's the best example that I have in my memory bank.
And now people are discussing it on YouTube. Actually, the Piston Cup was a 3-way tie.
Well, okay. Anyway, I forgot my question now.
All right, well done.
Oh, I got it. So, how does so you said there's teams. Is there like qualifying races to get into these? What is it? Is it the Sprint Cup? Is that what it's called? Is there qualifying races, or is it like that more like the NFL where there's 32 teams and then they sign drivers to those teams?
Great question.
No, the owners of teams, and you can have one car or you can have up to 4 cars. You can't have more than 4 cars. You used to be able to have all you wanted, but you have single car teams and you have teams that have 4 cars. Most of the bigger teams have 4 cars, but they hire their drivers. And what was the rest of the question?
I said so Jimmy Johnson raced this past race, but he's not a full-time driver, so they have some
Like, are there qualifications? Like, if you're a driver, is there like qualification races to get into NASCAR, or is there like is it predetermined teams with like a limited amount of drivers?
A full cup field is 40 cars.
Okay.
They won't have more than 40 cars. And you qualify each week. Then you have qualifying laps. You qualify on speed. Who goes the fastest, you start on the pole. And there are 36 charters out of those 40. 36 cars are guaranteed to be in the race. They're going to be in the race no matter how slow they go. They're in the race. And then you have four or more cars that are trying to get those last 4 spots. And
there will be cars that go to Atlanta this week that will not race.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. I didn't.
And some races, like Daytona, had way more than 40 cars trying to qualify. I say that. They had 42 or 43 or 44. It used to be 50 would show up. And a bunch of them didn't get in, but they've stopped showing up now so much because the regulars get paid more also. Like if you jumped in a car and won the race, you wouldn't have gotten paid the same as William Byron got paid for winning the Daytona 500.
That's just like golf, right? If you're an amateur and you win, you get nothing.
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, unless you just say, I tell y'all I'm pro.
Also, I want to do a whole podcast. I have so many questions.
I like this. This is good.
We can have NASCAR hour.
Imagine
we'll come in an hour early and do NASCAR.
Okay. Yeah, I'd be completely open to that.
Is this a good comparison, Coach? Imagine, Alex, David Tepper, Panthers owner, is the starting left tackle for the Cowboys. Would that be like Denny Hamlin? Because isn't he a owner?
Denny Hamlin drives for one owner, but he's the owner of another team.
Bro, what are we talking about?
I knew that would blow your mind. Yeah, doesn't make a lot goes into it, man. It's more than cars going in a circle.
A lot more.
Yeah. Coach Mack, Eric says, can you settle this age-old debate? If you're not first, are you last?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
He's going yes there.
Yeah. If it's in Talladega Nights, it's got to be true.
Jamie says it would be better if Alex was asking these questions in his West voice. Can you ask one more NASCAR question in a West voice?
Okay, so, hang on, Clip. I'm getting there. So, the pit crews, how do you get on one of those pit crews? Because my wife said she fixes cars, she could do it pretty fast.
There's actually a lot of former Pirates throughout the years that have been involved in pit crews.
Football players, yeah, quite a few.
In fact, they go out to, I don't know if it's pro days or practices or what, but like you'll probably see some NASCAR folks out there at some point, like at practices and stuff or something, talking to coaches.
And see, that's changed a lot. It used to be guys that worked on the car, just pitted the car on Sundays. Now they're dedicated. That's a dedicated crew. They hire them specifically for that, and that's all they do is they pit the car.
Do they make good money?
Oh yeah,
something to look into. You
sounds like it.
Snap that tire right on the
right onto it.
Right onto
the
it,
rim.
Everybody. All right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. We got Coach Mack questions. I got a college football nugget. We got some college basketball, men's and women's things Coach Mack wants to hit on, I believe.
College football playoff, that's what you want.
We'll do all that when we return Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. Open 7 days a week with live music, Monday through Wednesday, acoustic night. Thursday, we have line dancing from 7 to 9, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. On Friday and Saturday night, enjoy the best local bands in the area. Check out Facebook and Instagram for all up-to-date information and band schedules. Y'all come get bucked up.
Mustache March is right around the corner, and this Thursday, Pirate Radio will be at UBE starting at 11 a.m., raising money to fight ALS with our 2024 Jungle Nation t-shirts. The new Jungle Nation t-shirts are only $20 each, and money raised will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. Get to UBE this Thursday starting at 11 a.m. and pick up your new Jungle Nation t-shirt while supplies last. Go Pirates!
Once you get Jersey Mike's catering with 12 subs for any event, I'll tell you, there's no going back to other catering. That would be like going back to using Morse code.
Welcome to Jersey Mike's.
Okay, here we go.
A pickle slice wrapped in a napkin.
Oh, wait, try this.
A brownie with extra olive oil?
Whoops, I mixed up my dots and dashes. Here.
1,800 catering boxes coming right up.
Uh-oh. Nope, there's no going back once you get catering at Jersey Mike's. A sub above.
Boating season is right around the corner, and Pirate Waters Outfitter is the place to go and get ready. This is Captain Bo Brooks with Pirate Waters Outfitter and Fly Shop. We're having a sale the entire month of February. Shop and save on apparel, accessories to catch fish on the fly. Plus, check out our new spring arrivals from Smithy Cast Iron, Turtle Box, Duck Camp, Marshware, AFCO, and Grundon. Pirate Waters Outfitter on Market Street in downtown Washington, also the home of Camacho Rod Works right next door to Breaking Bread. Find us on Facebook and Instagram at Pirate Waters Outfitter.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
Here with Greg Lassiter from Champions Gym. And Greg, you've got a tremendous staff working for you with professional trainers. You've got classes like cycle, Pilates, muscle pump, Zumba. Talk about what you can bring to people like myself who's just getting back into the physical fitness world.
We've got all those classes, but the main thing we've got is a way for people to come in and feel comfortable. People, when they go in that gym, they feel like that is their home away from home.
Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, 353-0544.
Champions Health and Fitness.
Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is coming soon to North Carolina on March 11th. It won't be long until you can bet on same-game parlays, money lines, and props right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook has the best features, including odds boost and live betting. They also have social betting groups where you can share your bets with friends in real time. You can bet on all kinds of sports, including college basketball, hockey, and so much more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and bet on your favorite sports once we go live. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, coming to North Carolina on March 11th. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Subject to regulatory licensing requirements. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC.
This is CJ Mayhew, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Brown & Wood is your home of the best selection of GMC, Cadillac, Buick, and Mazda in Eastern North Carolina since 1937. Shop their entire inventory online at brownandwoodauto.com or visit them on Greenville Boulevard. Brown & Wood, Greenville's #1 dealership and the home of the lifetime powertrain warranty. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. Redbeard says Coach Mack is trying to explain NASCAR to someone who doesn't know who pulled him over for speeding. Redbeard is still on that. Was it Highway Patrol? Was it Greenville PD? Nobody knows. Alex doesn't know. Alex?
It was Highway Patrol, sadly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The big boys.
Yeah. You don't mess with them.
No.
All right, good luck with that. All right, Coach Mack, where you want to go?
I want to go to All-Star games.
This will be a short topic.
Is there any reason to have them?
I didn't watch it. I don't watch any. Is there any
reason to have any of the All-Star games? The baseball one sort of is competitive, but they're not tackling each other or blocking each other's
It's the
shot
easiest one I feel like to play.
But it's still The winner of the All-Star game gives the home field advantage to their league. I mean, that doesn't make any sense either. We don't. We have interleague play.
The All-Star game, what?
They had the winner of the All-Star game,
but they don't have that anymore.
Yeah. But
that was stupid.
That was the only time that it made any difference to anybody.
Yeah. No, I'm with
you. And why do we want to pronounce somebody an all-star halfway through the damn year?
Well,
that makes no dadgum sense.
And it's a popularity deal because the fans vote on it, right? Or at least it used to. I don't even know. I am so out of all-star games. I don't care. I didn't watch any of it. I didn't watch any of the slam dunk contest. I didn't watch Steph versus Sabrina. I didn't watch any of it.
See, none of it makes any sense. I don't care about skills competition. I don't care about flag football. I don't care about the slam dunk contest. None of it is any good anymore.
I feel
and the games themselves, the NBA game was an absolute farce.
Well, it always is, and you know what you're getting at this point, so I stay away from it.
But it has just gotten worse. It's gotten worse.
Is it because it's for kids? Because growing up, I used to love it.
No, but they used to treat it seriously. People tried.
I guess.
Football, the Pro Bowl, they tried.
I get why guys don't try, and there is no more Pro Bowl.
And baseball, I know, there's flag and skills and all that, but the baseball one used to make sense because other than the World Series, the American League never played the National League.
You're right.
So
now with interleague,
that made
watered
sense.
Down. Yeah.
But now that's all watered down. We don't need to see any of that.
Yeah.
And again, we don't need to name somebody an all-star who had a good first half of the season.
I wish I could disagree with you and make this more entertaining, but I said it yesterday. It's out of sight, out of mind for me. Don't care.
I just figured somebody would have it.
I think you rarely have 100% approval rating on anything. I think this could be close to getting rid of all-star games.
This would be like Congress approval rating.
I haven't found anyone who's man, I can't wait for NBA All-Star Weekend.
All right, you brought up the college football playoff. They made the decision to go with the 5 and 7 model.
Yeah, wasn't that already?
No, they had said that's what they wanted to do.
Okay,
but nobody, they hadn't officially done it.
Now this is news, Pirate fans.
So for the quote unquote Power 4, understanding that's just a term that people use.
ACC, SEC, Big 10, Big 12.
Right. The top 5 rated conference champions, which everybody assumes will be those 4 plus one more.
Yeah.
But that's not necessarily it. It could be the American and the Mack champion that could be number 3 and 4 possibly, but not likely, obviously. But now there'll be one, technically group of 5 conference champion that gets in. And they did this obviously because the Pac-12 basically dissolved, and of course the Pac-12 named a commissioner for at the end of the month, young lady who was named Gould, who was in the conference office, and they have a commissioner for those 2 teams.
What? Why?
Well, there's a lot of money at stake still, and their future is at stake. Or do they take in the Mountain West and become the Pac whatever again, or do they give up and go ahead and join the Mountain West? There's still money on the table.
I remember before the Pac-12 dissolved, you said the Pac-12 isn't dead yet. Is this?
They're still not dead.
They're still not dead. Coach Mack was exactly right. They are still thriving with their 2 schools.
So far, I was right.
Well, they are screwed. Wait a minute. The Pac-12 and Mountain West have agreed to temporary scheduling partnership with Oregon State and Washington State. But Oregon State and Washington State will have to make it as an at-large if they are to get in.
That's because, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because they fall below the minimum of what constitutes a league.
Right.
So they're not going to be able to. The winner of the Oregon State-Washington State team game is not going to be in the championship.
Yeah. So last year this would have been Liberty or Tulane.
SMU
potentially, one of those schools would have been in the 12-team field.
Yeah.
So we talked about it with Mike Houston yesterday. He said that we got a shot. And that's great. This is the first time pretty much ever.
Inclusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And enjoy it while you can, because it's going to go away soon.
It could. It's scary. We have some situations like, the AD at Missouri just left to go to Arizona, which I think is extremely interesting. Now, going from Columbia, Missouri to Tucson, Arizona, that might make some sense, especially because she's from California. But leaving the SEC or the Big Ten right now sounds a little risky to me. And if you're not in the SEC or Big Ten because you don't know where this thing is going, those two leagues will survive no matter what happens, right?
Yes.
But you don't know, if you're in the ACC or the Big 12, you don't know that you're going to survive.
You asked a question last week, Coach. Is this a new trend? And this might be a different scenario as to why this happened, but Wager McGee, my Georgia State buddy, showed me a Brett McMurphy tweet. Georgia State coach Sean Elliott has resigned to become the tight end coach at South Carolina.
Exactly.
This is exactly what you were talking about. Now, there might have been some, I don't know, family stuff, he said, but you asked the question last week, are we going to see more head coaches from lower tier, quote unquote, schools and programs just jump ship and go to the Big Ten or the SEC? There's another example of it after you had brought that up. So
yeah, I don't think there's any question. And I had a long conversation today with a guy who knows a ton about college basketball, and he said Danny Hurley is absolutely going to be a candidate for Ohio State. Now, you would think UConn, blue blood, could go
maybe about to go back to back.
But if you can be in the Big Ten or the SEC,
even in basketball,
well, we don't know what basketball is going to look like.
I know.
Is basketball going to be included in this limited number of people that get to play for the big trophy, or is March Madness going to somehow survive?
March Madness has to. We got to keep basketball out of this crap. Please.
How many other things have gone by the wayside that we said that?
I know. It's
bowl games used to be a big deal.
Yeah. It's scary. I don't like thinking about it. Well, Coach, Danny Hurley likes his guys. How's Rick Pitino feel about his guys?
Rick Pitino. I mean, this is the guy who got caught allegedly cheating, having strip club performances in the dorm, buying players through Adidas, and again, all this is alleged. Having his way with a female at a local Italian restaurant
on the table,
and you know how many Italian restaurants there are in New York City, right? I mean, a lot of. But he absolutely came across as the get off my lawn kind of guy, and he threw his players under the bus, and then backed over them.
Shirley, can we get the Rick Pitino? This was after a St. John's loss. I don't know who
they're eighth in the last 10. They lost to Seton Hall, blew a big lead in the second half.
And here's Rick Pitino.
Even the Celtics, when we lost, I've enjoyed every minute being a Boston Celtic coach. Didn't like the fact that we lost in that following year, but this has been the most unenjoyable experience I've had since I've been coaching.
Do you have any second thoughts of taking this job?
No, not at all. It's not St. John's. It's my team. I think they're very respectful. They hear, but they don't listen. It's taken me a month to get them to throw bounce passes. Actually, 2 months to throw bounce passes.
So yeah, me and Chandler out there, Coach. What is going on here?
I think he might look at you all as an upgrade. Well, maybe you just as an upgrade.
There have been coaches who do this for a reason, to like light a spark or something, but this kind of feels different than that. This feels like he means what he says and is ready to hit the portal and get all these guys out of here.
But he signed these guys, all but 2 guys he signed.
Oh, really? Okay.
And he had to keep. He chose to keep those 2. It wasn't them. They were in the portal. They were going to leave. He talked them into staying. He's responsible for this whole team. And ultimately, if they can't play, that's on him. He said we were stuck. We had to take what was available. Well, he signed 2 top 100 players. And they can't play either, apparently. So I don't know what the point is. And in this day and age where roster management, the transfer portal, all these things are so important, how does he ever talk a kid into coming? And what is this team's reaction when he went into the locker room on Monday afternoon? What do you think the reception was?
Yeah.
And you do this for motivation maybe, but you do that with them.
Yeah.
And you might even share this with the public, not directly like this, but you might talk to a writer off the record and say, "Gosh, we missed on these guys. These guys can't play." And you might explain what's going on, but not for print. You wouldn't put your name on it and just throw your guys under the bus like this. And NIL is going to be important, and it's still St. John's. He even took a shot at St. John's. He said its facilities were crap. Now, how are you going to talk somebody into coming?
I guess
they're going to come just because you're Rick Pitino?
I guess that's what he's thinking. That's what I was going to say. Like, he's at the age now where I guess he thinks he can say anything, and his ego, and look at my resume, I'm Rick Pitino. But do kids these days know who Rick Pitino is?
No, I don't know.
Parents do.
Their parents might, their coaches might, but I don't know that kids definitely know.
Also, who is in his class as far as longevity right now in college basketball? God. Like Izzo
for sure.
Because Roy Williams, Coach K, Boeheim, you can throw Jay Wright in there, I guess. But we've had so many guys leave.
I guess Self is still. He's been
Mark
around.
Few,
Mark Few, maybe. Yeah.
But
Rick Barnes.
Patino's the dinosaur right now.
Yeah, he is. He's in a class by himself in terms of longevity, I would think. Calhoun's gone, but yeah.
I wonder if those guys stuck around, would they be talking like this too? Like, is he just old and cranky?
I think they laughed because they knew they might.
Right. I could see like Roy or Kay or somebody saying this. Boeheim, definitely.
Oh,
our guys. Boeheim. Oh, whiny Boeheim.
And maybe even Calhoun, but I don't. But coaches don't throw their players under the bus and stay in the profession. But now maybe he's got enough money; it doesn't really matter.
I think,
and that's possible.
Jamie says Jim Larinaga. He's been at it a while.
He has. Yeah, that's a good call.
Let's take another break. We'll come back. We'll have more for you on Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday with Coach Mack. Jamie asking, does Coach Mack like the NASCAR All-Star race?
No, they have an all-star race every week. What's the point? And $1 million means nothing to those guys.
Asked and answered. Back with you after this.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes, and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new shirt today at Shimmer, and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates.
And then it was two seagulls!
We're here for the booty.
Party!
Pirate Water is here. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find Pirate Water in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
Pirate Water is here. 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Attention athletes and fans. Tiebreakers is looking for all-stars. Do you know an athlete who made a game-winning play, scored an amazing touchdown, or hit a huge home run? We're scouting Eastern North Carolina for this month's most outstanding athlete. Go to tiebreakersathlete.com to nominate your favorite player for the prestigious Athlete of the Month award. Tiebreakers, shining a light on the athletes that make Eastern North Carolina proud. Submit your nomination now at tiebreakersathlete.com.
Okay, honey, did you get those things done that I asked you to do?
Yes, dear.
Really? You cleaned the gutters?
Yes, dear.
And replaced our HVAC system?
Yes, dear. Doing it right now.
Really?
I called Delcor. They got us a brand new HVAC unit for just $120 a month. And for only $30 more a month, we got the Delcor service plan that covers preventative maintenance and repairs for 10 years.
Go to DelcorInc.com for a new HVAC system from Trane. It's hard to stop a Trane. Delcor, the service professionals.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning inviting you to join my team at Farm Bureau Insurance. Right now is a good time to review your coverage with a local trusted agent like me. I will make myself available before or after business hours, and my clients always have my cell phone number if they need anything. From home, auto, or life, give me a call today and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates!
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank in your corner when you need them. This is former ECU baseball player Ashley Capps from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Chris Richards, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business today, come and see someone on our team at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard here in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Well, if it isn't the Pirate Captain.
Pirate Radio.
The beer's looking great, my man.
The voice of the Pirate Nation.
Step inside, walk this way, you and me, babe.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you in outside sales and looking for an opportunity to increase your earning potential? CopyPro has been in Eastern North Carolina for over 45 years and continues to grow each year. And they are in need of more sales professionals with a desire to potentially make a six-figure income. Do you have what it takes? Visit copypro.net today to submit your resume and to learn more. And in this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers. And that means Ticket Tuesday as well, because we're going to be giving away 2 tickets to something. Clip is going to tell us about that in a little bit. And the best thing about this great service is that it's free, and Toby will deliver those tickets right to your front door. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. Let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Ticket Tuesday here on Pirate Radio Live. We've got tickets for East Carolina and North Carolina coming up this Sunday.
And
sold out.
That is a sold-out game, so this may be your one opportunity to grab a hold of some tickets.
All right, and we'll do that later on in the show?
Yep.
Awesome. Ticket Tuesday. I'm excited for Pirates and Tar Heels this weekend. Excited for Pirates and Camels coming up tonight. We'll talk to Chris Hemeyer about that one coming up in hour number 2 from the Campbell perspective, and talk to Mully, Mike Mullis, at 4 o'clock. Coach Mack here, wrapping up hour number 1, looking at the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by Da Buck.
Da Buck.
Coming up tonight, UConn blasted Marquette over the weekend, Coach. They go on the road at Creighton tonight.
Big game.
Interesting matchup coming off that win.
Yeah, that's one of the few that they have left that they could lose, probably.
Tennessee, a big favorite at Mizzou tonight. Baylor at BYU in Big 12 action. Mountain West game, San Diego State is at Utah State. Utah State has 21 wins on the year and are actually a home favorite over the Aztecs. TCU will be at Texas Tech. And San Francisco, 21-6 at St. Mary's, 21-6. So a lot of top 25 action going on tonight. I watched Houston last night, Coach, and credit to Iowa State. It felt like Houston was going to pull away. They were able to kind of stay in it, but man, that Houston team is tough. They are, and I heard it on the broadcast, and it reminded me of when Houston was in the American and they just foul you on every play, but the refs aren't going to call it. That's how they play defense, and it works for them. They are swarming.
Yeah, Kelvin Sampson has done a great job all the way back to Washington State and Indiana and Oklahoma, and and of course the trouble he got into at Indiana was so minor that in hindsight you wonder what in the heck the NCAA or Indiana was thinking about getting rid of him. But clearly one of the great coaches in the country, and somebody that they got a chance. That you hear the trite old cliche, defense travels, but defense does travel, and it'll keep you in games when you can't score at times. And everybody goes through that drought, especially once you get into the NCAA tournament.
Coach Mack, you wanted to bring up Jason Williams' comments. I was honestly unaware of this. I did not see this.
Yeah, Jason Williams had a few interesting comments lately. One of them a couple weeks ago, he said if with the NIL and all this, that if he was at Duke, he would transfer to Carolina because they played a more up-tempo style of play. That did not sit well with the Duke folks.
I missed that as well.
But this statement is actually way more bizarre than that. And
is he just trying to out-bizarre himself?
Yeah, I'm not sure, because I have not talked to anybody yet that agrees with what he said.
All right.
But we'll talk about it.
Shirley, do you have the Jay Williams take on Caitlin Clark? All right.
I think she is the Stephen Curry of women's basketball. I think she has changed the dynamics of the way the game is played. I think the way she plays, the pizzazz, is like she's probably the most prolific scorer the game of basketball has ever seen.
Unmatched.
I am unwilling, and maybe it's more the Kobe mentorship around me, to say that she is great yet. I think she is the most prolific scorer the game has ever seen. I hold great, or the levels of immortality, or the pantheon, to when you win championships. That's just me. So Diana Taurasi, when you win 3 consecutive championships, 2-time National Player of the Year, it has to culminate with the chip. It has to. I mean, Breanna Stewart, if we're talking about GOAT legends of the game, she's won 4 chips. 4 chips, multiple National Players of the Year. So I'm not saying that she's not at a high level, but for it to go to the states of immortality, in my opinion, it has to culminate with your team winning a champion.
I wish we hadn't played that.
To what?
He right, though.
He's right?
Caitlin Clark is not great, says Shirley Rhodes. Well,
no, I didn't say no.
Yes, you did.
I was joking.
You took.
I was joking.
All right, I hope so.
Wow,
I was totally joking.
My eyes were going like.
I mean, but Caitlin Clark deserves to be in the conversation with a Diana Taurasi and a Breanna Stewart and a Sue Bird, even though she's retired. But she can be that type of player for the WNBA. I mean, they've got to be chomping at the bit to get her to, play professional ball.
Yeah, and they have said as much. All of them talk about the chance to play against Caitlin and what impact she'll have and the eyeballs that she'll bring to the WNBA. They have all said those things. But to put the thing on a player like was Peyton Manning a great college player?
Absolutely.
Did not win a championship. Never even beat Florida.
Was Shirley's Dan Marino a great quarterback?
100%.
I don't know.
Never won
a Super Bowl.
Never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, we do this with like Barkley and all.
And that's the thing. I haven't talked to anybody that agrees with Jay Williams' comment, and I don't really understand why he said it. And I understand you can define greatness any way you want, and
True.
maybe if you're going to talk about greatest of all time, maybe I don't know.
Yeah, but they're not talking about a GOAT conversation.
No, he said great. He said the word great. I wouldn't call her great right now.
Which is ridiculous.
That's insane.
Which first of all, she broke a record that had stood for quite a extended period of time. She puts up the points, and the thing is that if you look at the team, as in Iowa, you're not going to see quote-unquote greatness because she's not on like a team like a UConn. I mean, Diana Taurasi and
100%.
Brianna Stewart both played at UConn. They came from championship caliber teams.
If she had
She's
their
doing
teammates,
this without that championship caliber type team.
Rebecca Lobo's teammates, any of the UConn greats you want to say, she would have won multiple championships by now.
No question.
Absolutely.
The UConn had people on the bench that would start for Iowa.
Now, Sabrina, was she a UConn player too?
No,
I can't remember.
She played for Oregon.
Oregon, thank you.
This is what makes people want to transfer and go to other teams and ring chase. Because they can't be great unless they win a championship.
Well, I mean, Charles Barkley, someone we talked about here, he chased that a little bit, going
Phoenix
to Arizona and then to Houston.
Yeah.
You can still be great and not win a championship,
Absolutely.
but you're not a great player if you choose to not win a championship, to be okay with it. You know, I don't imagine Caitlin Clark would be like, I would exchange the 3,000 some hundred.
I'm going to get mine.
Points for a ring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree, yeah.
I think that that's a little bit skewed there. And if you're talking about GOATs, you can't put her exactly in the same discussion with Diana and Brianna because they're older. They've been there. They've won the championships.
Yeah.
She's still in school. I mean, and Sabrina's going to get there. And then you've got another player that's coming out of the ranks. She's coming back to UConn for another year. Paige Buckets or Paige Beckers.
Yeah. Buckets.
Paige is going to be a really good player coming into the WNBA too. So you're going to be coming into a league where you've got the likes of Caitlin Clark and a Sabrina Ionescu and a Paige Beckers. I get Buckets and Beckers mixed up, but you get those three in the WNBA. That's like the equivalent. Now, some people are going to get upset with me when I say this, but if you look at that star power on the women's side of the basketball, that's like a Charles Barkley and a Reggie Miller. And maybe throw in, a Larry Bird as far as lethal three-point shooters. Well, Charles Barkley wasn't a three-point shooter, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's that kind of star power that the WNBA is chomping at the bit for.
All right, we're running out of time. I want to read a tweet real quick. Joe Pompliano earlier today said the new college football playoff will put the 4 highest-ranked conference champions as seeds 1 through 4. That means that even if Notre Dame is the number 1 ranked team in the country, they will get the 5 seed, requiring them to win 4 straight games to win a title. That is brutal. D1 football player Alex Harper responded to this tweet 8 minutes ago and said, "This is not brutal. Join a conference."
There you go.
Strong words from the East Carolina long snapper.
There
Coach
you
Mack.
go. He's dead on.
Join a conference. Yeah. So that is what I guess Notre Dame and who else is independent these days?
UMass and pretty soon to be Florida State.
Hey, Harp, do you stand by your words?
Yeah, I do, because let's be honest. In a sport where we have put so much emphasis on the preseason poll for some reason and recruiting rankings from people who most of the time don't even know what they're talking about, you can get, for instance, Notre Dame. What Notre Dame could do is it would easier said than done, but you could go out, sign like 2 top 5 recruiting classes in a row, get a high preseason ranking, and then schedule North Carolina Central and UMass for 12 games in a row and just beat up on everyone and go 12-0 and then make the college football playoff because you went 12-0, but you were preseason number 3.
You could, but they do have an agreement with the ACC, and Notre Dame plays traditionally good teams every year for the most part.
Traditionally, but I'm just saying, what's keeping them from doing what I just said? If you're not in a and then on top of that, you want to complain that we're not going to be able to get the number 1 seed. Well, join a conference, play a tougher schedule, and earn your way into a top 4 seed to get a bye. Then,
boom,
amen
to that. Thank you, Alex.
Good take.
Coach Mack, enjoyed it, man.
I did.
Where you at?
Went too quick.
What you got going on this week?
Actually, I'm going to call. This is kind of fun. I called the very first game for Liz Kitley, who's 2-time Player of the Year at Virginia Tech in the ACC. I called her first game and her teammate, Kayla King, and I did it on TV. And Sunday, I'm going to call their final game on radio in Castle.
Awesome. And So does that mean? Oh, they still have another week or so.
Yeah, last game in Castle. Yeah.
Okay, and then you'll have some conference tournament action coming up soon.
I do the CAA. I'll have the first 3 days of the CAA. Looking forward to that, and then I'll be with the Virginia Tech women and then the NCAA.
Awesome, good stuff, Coach. Enjoyed it as always. We'll talk to you next week. When we return, the Mully Man, Mike Mullis, joins us Hour 2, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
This is your What's New update brought to you by Greenville Auto World. What's new? Greenville Auto World has new owners and is part of the DriveHereNow.com team of dealerships. New owner Tommy Cook and his team have 4 dealerships with a fully stocked inventory, over 200 SUVs, trucks, cars, and over 50 lenders, and has financing for anybody. Get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. Greenville Auto World, Highway 43 at Bells Fork across from Speedway. Pirates supporting pirates.
When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. This is Jay from Villa Verde, inviting you to come by and try one of our amazing empanadas. Our famous red snappers, grouper bites, seafood paella, Cuban sandwiches, and much, much more. Relax on the patio with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of our out-of-this-world desserts, like our rum pineapple cake or our famous tres leches. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good, and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation.
The arrival of a new year offers many the hope for a fresh beginning that presents exciting opportunities for a rewarding future. Pitt County Schools encourages you to become engaged with an award-winning school system that is centered around educational and leadership advantages, because we are hiring. If you are looking for a great place to work that offers competitive pay, advancement opportunities, and personal growth, we invite you to join our team to help ensure success for the posterity of Eastern North Carolina. To fill out an application, please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org. Help us grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and 1 community, as education is truly a team effort. Pitt County Schools, where we engage, empower, and elevate.
Worth Chiropractic is your local choice for chiropractic care. Automobile accident, they'll specialize in treating automobile accidents and slip and falls while working closely with your attorney. Everyday back and neck pains or sports-related injuries, they offer safe, natural care to get you back to being you. No drugs or surgery, so it's convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective. And the first consult is free. Worth Chiropractic, 2 convenient locations on Arlington Boulevard. Free consultations, and they'll work with your lawyer and file your insurance. Call 1-800-BACK-DOC today.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was easy to work with when I needed my custom t-shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Have you heard? Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. And Mustache March is right around the corner. Coming up on Thursday, Pirate Radio will be at UBE starting at 11 a.m. raising money to fight ALS with our 2024 Jungle Nation t-shirts. The new Jungle Nation t-shirts are only $20 a piece, and all the money raised will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. Get to UBE this Thursday starting at 11 o'clock and pick up your new Jungle Nation t-shirt while supplies last. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live here on a Tuesday. ECU Campbell going at it in Bowie's Creek today. 5 o'clock, we will talk to Chris Hemeyer coming up in a little bit to get the Campbell perspective on that one. Fighting Camels open up the season welcoming UC Santa Barbara, who is nationally ranked, and winning 2 out of 3. Lost their opener 20-8, but came back with a 5-4 win and a 7-3 win to win that series. Mike Mullis was on the ESPN Plus call for the Pirates on Friday when Parker Bird got an at-bat and the Pirates won their season opener. He joins us now on Pirate Radio Live. Mully, how you doing, man?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Doing good. Great to hear your voice on this show. Great to hear your voice on SportsCenter and Good Morning America and all over the place. We got some prime Mike Mullis time. That was cool. What a moment, Mully, and you were there to call it. I, unfortunately, was not there. I was heading home from Pirate Radio and missed Parker Bird's first at bat, but hopefully I'll be able to see one later this year. But how about that moment you got to witness and talk about on Friday?
Yeah, no, it was. You kind of get caught up. Not kind of. You get really caught up in the moment, and it's hard to even imagine what you're going to say. We talked about it, feeling like it was going to be a real possibility that it was going to happen, especially Pirates go up 7-0 early. But I think kind of what I said was directly from my heart. It was right on the top of my mind. It was the most amazing thing that I've ever seen, and maybe amazing, inspirational. There's a lot of adjectives that could be used to describe, what we all got to see. But it was incredible, and it spilled on late into the night, getting phone calls and messages from different people that some knowing that I had the good fortune of being on the call, and some just going, man, isn't that incredible? So pretty cool deal, and one of those nights that I'll certainly never forget.
And the baseball was great this weekend too, Mully. Very just kind of drama-free. Almost felt too easy at times. It's not going to be this easy all year, starting today with Campbell. But talk about a dominant weekend, Mully. 16-2, and then 2 7-0 shutouts. And even you're winning a game, and you get to some bullpen arms, and the other team will put a few maybe garbage runs up or start a rally, get some guys on base. But that didn't even really happen this weekend. I mean, it was dominance from Friday to Sunday.
No, the Bronx only managed to bang out, I think, a total of 8 hits on the weekend. So that's and then the left fielder, the freshman, was not theoretically supposed to even be in the lineup, and even some question as to whether or not he would have traveled. But they had some sickness run through the team, and so he accounts for 2 of their runs, and with the 2 home runs. So I mean, yeah, it was good performance. I think it's. It's one of those deals, and you see it in all different sports. It's that was they beat that team the way they should beat that team, and it even in that, I'm sure that there are a lot of positive takeaways, but obviously some things that could use a little work. I know that Justin Wilcoxon was probably not overly pleased with the entirety of his weekend, especially offensively, and there were a couple scoring lulls that kind of at one point the left-hander that that Ryder brought in, Aiello, out of the pen in the first, and he retired like 9 or 10 guys in a row, and actually was making it look kind of easy. But you're also talking about a guy that was 68 to 84 was his velocity spread, and quite frankly, the 84 is maybe something you're used to seeing on an off speed or a slider, a good hard slider, but the 68 is, it's very rare that you get in the cage and turn the machine down to 68 so you can work on that. So, and that's how those guys are have opportunities to be successful. It's kind of one of those things you go, if he threw a mile an hour or two harder, he'd get killed because he would be at bat speed, and he was a guy that just lived below bat speed. So, those are the things that I know that I'm sure the staff of the team want to see improvement on, but all in all, you're right, man. It's a solid opening weekend.
And if you're looking for improvements, Mully, we talked to Cliff Godwin about this last week when he joined us. East Carolina was such a big inning team last year and would have some empty innings. Well, they only scored in 3 innings on Saturday and only 2 on Sunday. But those innings were a 4-spot and a 3-spot. And there was some 3 up, 3 downs in the middle of those. So want to maybe get more consistent throughout the game. But once again, the Pirates, a big inning team, and we saw that in the first inning on Friday to get the season started. Mully, how about an arm that stood out to you? Anybody pop? Who were your standouts pitching for ECU this weekend?
They were all good. I think all the starters did what they were supposed to do. What the staff had hoped they would do. Obviously, if I'm going to give props to somebody, where I'm going. I'm going with the left-hander. His velocity is up 94, and I even think 5 or 2. And look, I think they top to bottom pitch well. I love the middle relief guys on Friday night. They came in, and man, those dudes, between Norby and I'm drawing a blank, Chris, the
Kaler?
G-Dub transfer,
Kaler,
the G-Dub, yeah, they pitch with such great rhythm and. Get the ball, rocket chair, here comes another pitch. So, no, I think top to bottom, man, the pitching staff answered probably a lot of questions, and they threw a lot of strikes. That was the thing. I think there were a couple pickups where, walking guys where you're ahead in counts and kind of falling behind. And, but, man, again, it's the first weekend of the season, and, that's just part of it.
Kind of touched on a little bit. Jamie was asking Mully your thoughts on Chris Kaler getting the ball today. Went 2 innings, struck out 4 in the victory on Friday. So Cliff got him some work on Friday. Now he's going to start on Tuesday. What did you said you liked him, Mully? How do you like him starting tonight?
Yeah, no. Here's the deal. What I see with Kaler, he counts on that rhythm, and he is kind of a nibble and bite guy. You're not going to see many, if any, 90s out of him. It's going to be kind of 88, 86, 88, living in that range with the fastball. He's got to have his breaking ball, and he's a guy that you're going to know fairly quickly in an outing if he's going to be able to give you any depth. And I say that because if he's missing spots, and with the rhythm he throws pitches as fast as he goes one to the other, that's a guy that it could blow up on you in a hurry if he doesn't have, his competitive stuff that night. But look, I like him in that role, and he was the guy before he came here on a staff that was, that was reasonable. So he's been exposed to being a starter, a weekend starter. I'm sure he's thrown in the midweek, from coming from George Washington. I like him. I do. I like him in that spot, and I think he's going to give the Pirates some big innings.
Is there a way now, Mully? Can you call time? Can you step out? Is there a way when the pitcher is going so fast with the pitch clock now to try to get him out of his rhythm or get in his head, or do you got to get right back in that box?
No, they're pretty hard and fast on keeping them in the box.
Yeah,
there is an allowance of number of times that you can step out, but it's kind of a team total kind of deal. So you're not gonna waste them. And once you get in the box and you got the pitch clock going, I mean, there's a lot of factors there to just step it out. And I don't know if you remember, but years back, pre-pitch clock and even pre-COVID, that was kind of a philosophy against the East Carolina pitching staff is that they would step out. The opposing teams would step out a lot in an effort to break that rhythm. And I remember specifically talking about it, that, they would stretch games and, again, in the box, out of the box, just for that very effort. So really works in the Pirates' favor, and actually in all of baseball's favor, to have, pitchers moving with rhythm. And again, it's a compression of action, and you get more opportunity as a fan to enjoy what you came to see, and that's guys play baseball, not kind of strut around the plate.
Yeah, certainly noticeable from past years. No doubt, it does go a lot more fluid. No more Garcia Perez out there fiddling with the batting gloves between every pitch for 20 seconds, Mully.
Yeah, no extra waggles. You see that in golf where you're playing with a guy. He hands over a ball for 30 seconds, and it's like somebody needs to hit the play button. So, but no, they're going to keep it moving along. And again, I do think that's a huge benefit for the game at large.
Mully, we'll see what Coach Godwin decides to do DH-wise and field-wise today. We saw Cam Clonch at first on Sunday, and we saw him drop a bomb. And you want to get him at bats, McChrystal DH. We've seen them go a number of different ways. Bristol Carter has found his way onto the field and would be starting, I think, for a lot of teams right now. You could say that for a lot of Pirates who aren't starting right now. So we'll see. Is this going to be a game-to-game thing, kind of, Mully? I doubt we see the same starting lineup throughout this season.
No, and and Coach Godwin said that early on. He said, you're not going to see the same starting lineup this weekend going into this past weekend. So yeah, it's a matter of who's doing what right then. Who's hot, who had good BP, who had a good couple days of practice. All those things factor in, and then sometimes, man, it's just pure gut feel. And there may be some. These guys amazingly, they know each other from playing. Showcase ball against each other. A lot of these guys have familiarity, and it could be a situation where it's like, hey, this guy had really good luck against, the pitcher from the high school days, and that, that's a confidence builder. And look at it going into the Carolina series. I'm sure at some point it will be discussed with the staff. Hey, Dixon, how did you do against Mateus? Because obviously they're going to have a chance at some point to square off against each other, and and they've got history. So there's, there are a lot of things that go into those decisions. But you're right that this team definitely has a lot of interchangeable parts.
Mully, you know anything about the 2-1 Campbell fighting Camels we'll see today?
I watched a little bit of them, and I think they had a big roster turnover. I think it's Campbell baseball. Kind of the same thing that you've kind of grown to expect with them. The scrappy lot that's going to have good players and guys that kind of have a chip on their shoulder. And that first game I think was kind of an anomaly. They look up and they're down 20-0. Scrap back to get 8 runs, so they certainly weren't left for dead. But and then 2 big wins against a really good Santa Barbara team that, as you mentioned in the open, I think they're like 17 in the country in one poll. So yeah, I think it's going to be more of the same. I had somebody ask me today, okay, who do you take? The Pirates have had such tough luck with the Camels, or especially early in the season. And it's, I think this one's going to be interesting. It'll obviously be the first real test of the year for the Pirates. The Camels coming off something being a little more of a testing series for them. So I think all that said to say, I don't have a pick, and all that said to say, I think just we're going to expect the same type of games these two teams always play.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. The Pirates Camels tonight, Pirates Tar Heels this weekend. We've got 2 tickets for the Sunday game. We'll be giving away coming up in hour number 3. Ticket Tuesday, brought to you by Toby Williams and Cellular Warehouse. Got that coming up later on in the show. Mully, it's great to talk to you year-round, and we'll talk March Madness coming up soon. We talk NFL and Go Pack Go, but something about talking baseball with Mully on Tuesday, just everything's right in the world, so enjoyed it, man.
I appreciate it, buddy. And, yeah, this weekend will be a fun one, and I look forward to.
You got any calls?
A lot of quality baseball.
You got calls this weekend?
I've got the home game.
Okay.
I've got the home game for ESPN. Yes, so that'll be a fun one to call, man. All of them are, but that one that'll be probably a little extra juice in the ballpark. So it should be a good time.
Yes, sir. We'll see you Sunday. Thank you, Mully.
Okay, buddy.
Mike Mullis joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line, talking Pirate baseball. Speaking of Pirate baseball, coming up this Thursday, we'll be at UBE starting at 11 a.m., raising money to fight ALS with our 2024 Jungle Nation T-shirts. And if you are watching YouTube or Facebook, you can see these shirts. Have the Pirate Radio logo on the front, Jungle Nation, and 23 on the back of a black shirt. Come out to UBE this Thursday starting at 11 a.m. $20. Get your T-shirt and raising money to fight ALS and get ready for Mustache March. We'll take a break, come back. When we return, we'll get the Campbell perspective on today's game with Chris Hemeyer. We are back with you after this.
Turkey, ham, bacon, these and other meats are great around the holidays and every other day, but they all leave behind grease when you cook them, and grease is a real pain in the drain. When you pour grease down a drain, it cools and can clog sewer lines. That can lead to sewer spills, which are messy, bad for the environment, and can also be expensive. Never pour grease down the drain. Instead, collect it in a container like a used soup can or jar. Let it cool and throw it away in the trash. Together, we can protect our sewer system and the environment. For more information, go to GUC.com.
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff. So try our newest Cheesy Calzone Epic Stuffed Crust Pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Russell's is a full-service clothing store for both men and women. Family-owned and operated in historic downtown Washington for 41 years. Russell and Rhonda visit the country's largest clothing markets to bring you quality clothing at affordable prices. From the finest in men's suits, sport coats and accessories, to fashionable dresses, tops, and jewelry for the women. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. If you have a special occasion or just want to freshen up your wardrobe, give Russell's a try. It's all about you, our pirate friends and customers at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington.
Hey O's fans, secure your 2024 Birdland membership now and receive an exclusive members-only Gunnar Henderson AL Rookie of the Year bobblehead. This exclusive gift comes with the purchase of any membership plan. Choose from reserved and flex options to get the plan that's right for you. Enjoy up to 30% off at concession stands and merch at Camden Yards team stores, plus Birdland rewards and more. Buy your membership today at Orioles.com/membership.
Wings Over has always been a great go-to for dinner or a late-night snack, and it still is. But did you know you don't have to wait for dinner to get Wings Over? That's right. Wings Over Greenville is now open for lunch 7 days a week. Get Wings Over for lunch and have it delivered right to the office. Wings Over also caters so everyone at work can enjoy. Wings Over Greenville has over 20 flavors to choose from, including the limited edition Cajun garlic flavor. Order today by going online at wingsover.com or by calling 758-9464. Wings Over, they deliver.
We are talking with the legendary Greg Lassiter, championsofgreenville.com. And I say that because very few businesses last 10 years, 20 years. You're getting ready to celebrate your 40th year at Champions Health and Fitness.
This next coming July will make 40 years. I started out in Aden with 3 pieces of equipment and didn't even have a bathroom for people to use, so it's come a long ways.
Champions Health and Fitness. Give the address and the phone number.
4190 Bayswater Drive, Winterville, North Carolina. Our phone number is 353-0544.
You can find Champions right behind the Fire Tower on Fire Tower Road. Champions Health and Fitness.
For the latest from the world of golf, tune in every Saturday morning from 8 to 10 for the Golf Shop Radio Show, presented by PlayGolfMyrtleBeach.com, the golf capital of the world. Hosts Mark Greenhelch and Matt Blanchard talk golf from tee to green and everything in between. If you like golf, you're going to love Golf Shop Radio. Before you tee up, drop on in. Welcome to the Golf Shop.
You're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the pirate nation. Go Pirates! Arg!
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Well, keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. And Bud Light reminds Pirate fans to always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Man, I think my eyes are going bad.
Why's that?
When did you start wearing glasses, Shirley?
Oh, gosh.
A long time ago?
Yeah, I think high school or college, maybe.
I've never worn glasses or contacts or anything. Steve is asking, are the shirts that we'll have at UBE on Thursday the same material as the ones last year? Well, Steve, I was not involved in the knitting of these shirts.
The ones from last year I have on. So you want to look at the tag on this one?
Can I touch you?
Sure. Hold on.
Hold on. I'm going to touch Shirley real quick. Steve, these are 60% cotton, 40%, sound like Rick Pitino, polyester. Shirley, what do you think? These feel a little something.
It's about the same.
That's about the same.
Yeah, this one's been washed a few times, so.
About the same.
Yeah, so it'll probably wind up feeling the same.
We're going to go the same, Steve. Show me same. Thank you, Shirley, for helping me out with that. All right, let's. Chris Heymeyer's missing all this action. We got to get Chris in studio. We'll touch him too. Chris, welcome back to Pirate Radio Live. How you doing, man?
Okay, look, what kind of show is this? I know it used to be the sports bar. It seems like it has tilted back that way. I know now why you never invite me on later in the show. I'm always one of the first guests, but I'm entertained.
We never know where it's going to go, Chris, but we appreciate you joining us. And Chris Hemeyer used to be in this room at this microphone answering calls on the U.S. Sailor Fifth Quarter Call-In Show and hosting his own program. And he has long since been the play-by-play voice of the Campbell Fighting Camels, among other things. And Chris, we always bring you on when the Camels and Pirates get together, and they'll get together on the Diamond coming up in Buies Creek in about 30 minutes or so. East Carolina 3-0, Campbell 2-1. Lost the opener 20-8, Chris, but able to bounce back and get 2 wins to win that series against a ranked opponent, UC Santa Barbara. So what's the talk in Buies Creek coming off the first weekend?
Well, the talk's a lot better after that Friday game. Campbell set to maybe reload, not rebuild, which you can say now, kind of like ECU when it's been 10 years now of a really good Campbell team. But, you know, last year, a team that was in the top 10, in the top 15 for 3/4 of the season, finished in the top 25 when it was all said and done. And they lost a lot from that team. They had 4 guys drafted, which was the most in Campbell history. So there are some new faces and some guys that are expected to do some different things that have been on the team. And after they got that first one out of the way, they came back and beat a good team. UC Santa Barbara, of course, a College World Series participant and a team with a rich tradition out west. They took the final 2 games of that series and now following it up with a chance to take on the Pirates here at home, Coastal Carolina next week as well. So I think Campbell got the nerves out, got the figuring out done after that Friday game, and it was a big thing to take 2 of 3 from a top 20 team.
And the Camels have had success against East Carolina of recent note, Chris, and it's no longer I'm not going to use the scrappy or all those phrases you use with a Campbell baseball team. They're a good team. We saw it last year for 3 games, and the Pirates owe them one coming up today. But always fun when these two teams get together, and kind of become a tradition, Chris, to play that first midweek of the season, and it's turned into a pretty good rivalry. Campbell got the better of ECU last year. Pirates looking to bounce back this season.
Yeah, definitely. Credit to both these coaches, and especially Cliff Godwin, to putting these games on the schedule every year. You're right. When I talked to both Cliff and Justin about it, I said, man, that's a big matchup now that both these teams are perennial NCAA tournament participants and really in the top 40, 30, or a top 25 in the nation. And they said, you know what? It's awfully hard to get a midweek opponent that first and last week of the season. And the fact that you have a really good team right down the road that's going to give you a pretty good challenge and be a measuring stick at the beginning of the year, and then at the end of the year, maybe if you played some weaker conference opponents and you want to remember what it's like to take on a really good team that you're going to see in the NCAA tournament, you have Campbell and ECU that play. Last year, you'll remember they played at a neutral site as well when they played down in Fayetteville. Campbell was able to go 3-0 against the Pirates, and that did a lot to get Campbell's RPI up, to get wins over a ranked team, and that's what really propelled Campbell at the start of the year into the top 25 in a place that they never left. It's really fun. There's a lot of purple and gold in the stands here today, as we're just about 30 minutes away from first pitch, and then in that last week of the season, there'll be a lot of orange and black in the stands, and I'm glad you said it, because this is a very different team than the Campbell's team of 10 years ago when Campbell made it to the NCAA tournament for the first time in 20 years. They were getting on base by getting hit by pitches, getting a guy to steal second, bunted to third, and then scored home. This was a team last year, a Campbell team that was in the top 10 in the country in batting average, OBP, slugging, runs, home runs, and then in the top 50 in ERA. They spent 4 guys to the draft. Zach Neto, a homegrown talent, is the starting shortstop for the LA Angels. So this is a legit Campbell team that is in one of the richest college baseball states in the entire nation. And it's so fun that both these coaches, they don't have to anymore, but the fact that they play each other and kind of put it all on the line early makes it a lot of fun for guys like you and me.
No doubt about it. Chris Hemeyer joining us on the Pirate Radio Live line. ECU Campbell getting underway at 5 o'clock. Jamie says, Chris, you're lucky. You were banned last year from the show after the trouble we had with Campbell. I guess I forgot that I banned you from the show, so congratulations, Chris. I don't even remember that. I feel like I've banned you like 3 or 4 times. But
you did. Well, at first you were nice. There was the curse of Chris Hemeyer.
Yeah.
That was an actual thing from women's lacrosse to women's soccer, any sport that they played. I appreciated you still had me on at that time. I didn't know about this latest ban, and I'm sorry. What happens if the Camels win 4 in a row against ECU after tonight, Cliff? Is this it? Is this the farewell tour?
Yeah, this could be it. So let's make it memorable, Chris. This might be it for you if the Pirates lose tonight in Bowie's Creek. While we got you here, Chris, looking forward to turning the calendar and the NCAA tournament, conference tournaments, March Madness. Campbell right now sitting at 6-8 in CAA play, a league that you got Charleston. We saw UNC Wilmington come to Minges earlier this year. Pirates were able to win that game, but they are a very good team. What's Campbell's outlook in the CAA, and who is the team or teams to beat once conference tournament rolls around?
Yeah, it's been pretty good so far. This, of course, is Campbell's first year in the CAA in all sports, and the one question mark was with Campbell's athletic department. Okay, where can they compete? Can they compete in men's basketball? And they've kept their head above water, 6-8, as you said, and that's losing 4 of the last 5, including on a half-court shot at Monmouth that was number 2 in Sports Center last week. The top of this conference is really, really good, Clip. I think there are a couple teams up there that if they get into the NCAA tournament, they can make some noise. If you're thinking about about your bracket. UNCW is really good. Campbell almost got them down at their place. They're selling out that arena each and every time that they come out there as basketball's back at UNCW. College of Charleston is really, really good. And some teams from the Northeast that some down here might not know about. Towson, a team from the Baltimore area, is pretty darn good. And Campbell just played a Drexel team this past weekend in downtown Philadelphia. That's a team that has one of the best big men that I've seen in this conference, and one of the best point guards as well. So those teams that are at the top four there, any of those teams, if they make it out of the CAA tournament that's coming up in a couple of weeks in D.C., they might make some noise in some brackets somewhere.
Chris Hemeyer joining us. Chris just woke up from a, week and a half celebration following the Super Bowl. His Kansas City Chiefs are a machine, a dynasty. Chris, you have become what you once hated with New England. You are the villain now because your team wins every year.
Clip, I knew you were going to ask me that question, so I have some statistics here in front of me for those that want to vilify Kansas City. And look, I felt it this year that there was a little bit of are these the new Patriots? Picture, if you will, back in the mid '80s in a small town in Missouri, a man without cable, my dad. A son without cable, and the only way he could really see any of his regional sports teams was the NFL every Sunday, watching a terrible Kansas City Chiefs team from the early 80s to the late 80s play, watching the terrible team play. Panther fans know what I'm talking about. Every single Sunday, because it's the only game on your TV. So that was me growing up. From 1986 to 2017, the Kansas City Chiefs were 4-15 in the playoffs. So then they started to get good, winning a lot of regular season games, but they were what the Dallas Cowboys have experienced as that really good regular season team that fails in the playoffs, including, Cliff, going 1-10 in the playoffs from 1994 to 2017, including 7 straight first-round playoff losses. So not only were there playoff disappointments, it was playoff disappointments for over a decade. Having a number 1 seed and losing to the wild card team, it was quote-unquote devastating losses like that. The Chiefs were not in the Super Bowl for 50 years, and that's why this has been so surreal to us Chiefs fans that like this team before Kelsey, before Mahomes, before Taylor Swift, because the Chiefs aren't supposed to get national attention. The Chiefs aren't supposed to win in the playoffs, and they definitely aren't supposed to win multiple Super Bowls. So that might make some of you even hate the Chiefs more. But just think about it. And Panther fans out there, if you love a team hard enough, someday they're going to pay you back. It might take 50 years. I'm also a Kansas City Royals fan. Every 30 years, they win the World Series and then don't make the playoffs again. And let me tell you, is it as good as you think it is when your team wins a world championship? You're darn right it is. Done. There.
That was...
I wrote that out this morning.
That was beautifully stated.
That's good.
Doesn't make me hate them any... I will say that. I mean, I honestly, I did hate the Patriots during their run because they were so damn good. Mahomes and... especially Andy Reid, like they are not as hateable, I think, as Brady and Belichick. For me, anyway. Maybe people disagree, but
yeah, that's when I've been pleading my case. I'm like, come on, like Patrick Mahomes, he's you like him better, and coaching too. Andy Reid is like the high school coach that you knew growing up, right? And he answers everybody's questions a little too much. So thank you, and thank you for giving me this platform to make my case about why you shouldn't hate the Chiefs this much.
Yeah, that was great. We got that on tape. So now if you you can just play this back to anyone who questions, should we be hating the Chiefs right now? All right.
One second, I'm going to airdrop this to you.
Chris Hemeyer joining us. I wonder if I would have hated the Chiefs back then if Christian Okoye dated Whitney Houston, or if Dwayne Bowe was dating Shakira or whoever was popular during the time. But yeah.
Oh my gosh, I forget your NFL knowledge of the obscure. I mean, that was the thing. No one knew those names outside of.
Oh, come on! Everybody knew the Nigerian Nightmare, Chris. I hope
You
anyway.
came up with them right off of. You're the best, Cliff. Please don't ban me from the show, whatever happens tonight.
All right, well, we'll see what happens. East Carolina and Campbell. We got a starting lineup for the Pirates. We'll read in a moment. Right now, we will say goodbye to our friend Chris Hemeyer. Chris, always fun talking with you, man. We'll do it again soon.
All right, I hope so. Fingers crossed. Thanks so much. Have a good one, you guys.
All right, buddy. There he is, Chris Hemeyer joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. Shirley, how long is my chat with Rahjai?
16 and a half minutes.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and hear from Rahjai Harris. And give you a lineup for ECU and Campbell when we return. Pirate Radio Live, wrapping up Hour 2. Coming up Hour 3, it's Ticket Tuesday. We're giving away 2 tickets to East Carolina and North Carolina. We'll do that in Hour 3 of today's show. More to go. We roll on. Pirate Radio Live after this.
She took the midnight train going
0-2 pitch, swing and a miss, he struck him out.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Danny Beal, and on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new t-shirt today at Shimmer and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates!
You know what we get to do today? We get to play baseball.
Pirate fans, the 2024 ECU football season will be here before you know it, and season tickets are on sale now. Lock in your season tickets to be a part of the Dowdy Ficklin experience all year long. Season tickets start as low as $115. Payment plans are also available to fans who lock in their seats early. Just head to ECUPirates.com or call the athletic ticket office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. We look forward to seeing you in Dowdy Ficklin Stadium in 2024.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers in Greenville, plus the all-new Tiebreakers in Winterville. Do real burgers better than anybody. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, real burgers at its best.
Everybody loves burgers.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today? And then you hear
Warren's hot dogs.
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for only $6.25 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of eastern North Carolina.
Mustache March is right around the corner, and this Thursday, Pirate Radio will be at UBE starting at 11 a.m., raising money to fight ALS with our 2024 Jungle Nation t-shirts. The new Jungle Nation t-shirts are only $20 each, and money raised will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. Get to UBE this Thursday starting at 11 a.m. and pick up your new Jungle Nation t-shirt while supplies last. Go Pirates!
This is ECU head baseball coach Cliff Godwin, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
Drums, please!
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Down on Main Street, Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. When you walk through the doors of Villa Verde, you'll experience the sights, sounds, and smells of authentic Dominican flavors. Villa Verde is inviting you to come by and try some of their amazing empanadas, famous red snapper, grouper bites, Cuban sandwiches, and more. You can also relax with a fresh mojito or a cold beer while enjoying one of their out-of-this-world desserts like the rum pineapple cake. Villa Verde on 10th Street, a platform for good and a proud supporter of the Pirate Nation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Here's your East Carolina lineup for the game against Campbell coming up shortly. Riley Johnson leading off in center field. Starman, Jacob Starling. Hitting second and at second base, Carter Cunningham will bat third, playing first base. Jacob Jenkins-Cowart is in right, hitting cleanup. Chaz Myers will be the DH today, hitting fifth. Dixon Williams is over at third, hitting sixth in the lineup. Batting seventh will be Luke Nowak in left field. Justin Wilcoxon behind the plate, hitting eighth, and Joey Barini will be at short, hitting ninth. Chris Kaler getting the ball for the Pirates. Earlier today, we caught up with our guy, Rahjai Harris, joined us inside the Pirate Radio studios and talked some off-season with him and a whole lot more, and here is that. It is awesome to have Rahjai Harris joining us in the Pirate Radio studios as Holton Ahlers walks through the door. Rahjai gives everybody a smile when they come across him, including myself, Shirley, Chandler, and now Holton. But Rahjai, great to see you. How you doing, man?
I'm great, man. It's lovely to be here, man. You know I love you guys, man. So just glad to be here.
We're going to talk about your dancing in a moment, but I saw you on the court dancing and saw that pink cast and was like, oh man, what happened now? So Rahjai, what's the story with the cast on your left hand?
I've just been battling the injury for a little while now, a little over a year, I say, in my wrist, but got it all worked out now, and get out the cast today, and we're back to it.
Yeah, and you kind of breezed by it, but you pretty much played the whole season hurting, right?
The whole season, man. The whole season, the whole fall camp. Man, it's just been hectic, but I got to battle through the little injuries. And, man, I've been through so many injuries. Yeah. So, I know how to deal with them. I know how to go about it. So, man, one day at a time, and that's what I've been doing with my wrist. So, we're here now.
You were dealing with that. How did you get through the season as far as the leg, the lower leg injury you had?
It was getting better and better each day, each week. I had my nags and my pains, but them last 3 games of the season, honestly, I was feeling the best I've ever felt. So, just getting through, the season and the practices and having the, motivation from the coaches, the training staff, they motivate me, telling me I'm looking good and, making me get that, that positive energy. So that just kept me going and pushed me through.
Talking to Rahjai Harris, you got a question for Rahjai, you can get it in on YouTube and Facebook. He's going to hang out with us here a couple of minutes and talk about the offseason. Man, it's been a crazy offseason, Rahjai. Donnie Kirkpatrick out, and man, across the board, everybody loved Donnie. Just a great guy. But the offensive numbers weren't what you wanted last year, so a change has been made. How has the shift gone from DK to John David Baker here early on?
It's been great, man. Honestly, he came in. He called me the day he got the job. Well, very surprising, but he called me, just told me that he wanted me to trust him. That wasn't going to be easy off the bat, but, as it goes on, man, week by week, man, you see the progress in the whole offense. You see the different mindset. You see the shift going in the positive direction. So, everything's faster. Everything's more like, dialed in. We having more meetings, more individual meetings, more meetings as athletes. So everything's going in a positive direction. I'm just ready to see it this spring.
It used to be uncomfortable to bring up. It kind of still is, but it's so easy to move on these days, right? Especially when you're coming off a bad, 2-win season, when you got a coaching change with the offensive room. You're sticking it out. No surprise there. But did you have any thoughts in your mind, Rahjai, about maybe going elsewhere?
Nah, not really. Sure. I was telling somebody the other week, East Carolina was my first offer. And I'm real big on loyalty, so
That's awesome.
It wasn't nothing hard for me. It was a lot of big decisions for a lot of other people. A lot of people not here no more, but I'm glad we got the same team, well, most of the same team, and we're ready to get it done.
Rahjai Harris joining us. And Robert asking, how does Rahjai feel he fits into the new offense? And we think like spread and, hey, we're going to go fast and throw it around. But John David Baker and everybody that I've talked to over there has said running the ball is still the most important thing. So how do you think you fit?
I feel great. I love it, man. High-tempo offense, wear people down. You know what I'm saying? We can take our shots or we can run the ball. The big boys up front, they've been in that weight room and they've been, it's gonna be special up front, and then we got the quarterbacks behind us. We don't know who's gonna be the starter because all of them guys are go-getters. So, it's gonna be a special year for the offense for sure.
Yeah, a lot of returners, especially in your room, Rahjai, guys you've gone to war with, but a lot of new quarterbacks. Raheem Jeter returns. Other than that, Cole Hodge is a guy coming from high school, and then you got the two transfers in Garcia and Hauser. So you just said it. It's going to be a competition. What do you think about this QB room that the coaches have assembled?
I love it, man. Them guys are taking charge already. Raheem Jeter is actually stepping up to take the leadership role as well, not just Caton or Garcia, man. Them guys are really just, they all going in together and making sure the offense is clicking on all cylinders. After Mack drills the other day, we had perfect 20s. We only got to 7. And the quarterbacks took, ownership and took leadership and just told us let's finish with 3, after everything was done. So, that's something big. That's something small to, probably the people outside of that locker room, but it's kind of big to me, me being here going on 5 years, man. It's just, you don't see stuff like that. Holton used to do stuff like that, but Holton's not here no more. You feel what I'm saying? So, them guys are stepping up and filling big shoes.
Talking to 47 here today on Pirate Radio Live, Rahjai. I know one guy that's excited. That's Rodney Freeman. I talked to him last week, and he comes in with a room ready to go. He said that made this job very attractive with yourself, with Marlon, with the returning Javius Bond, and everything you guys have in that room. What about Coach Freeman? How have you gelled with him so far?
Yes, sir. He bring that juice every single day. And, that's something I do. So, I tilt my hat to him. He coming in not knowing none of us, but the first day, he just brought that juice. He let us know that he's going to, lead this group to, greatness. It's not going to be a day. It's of an average day. It's just going to be every day. It's going to be a work day. So, I respect him for that.
Mike Houston said yesterday that Javius Bond was a full go. So that is good news coming off an injury. Rahjai, you dealt with something very serious. So do you find yourself kind of mentoring these guys? Hey, keep your head up. I was there. Now it's you. Let's get back and get going 100%.
Yeah, everybody's starting to really get that 1% thing. I say,
oh, yeah.
Dealing with just one day at a time. Having that mindset, even the good days, bad days, just one day at a time. So everybody's starting to get it, starting to click around the locker room, and they're starting to use it in a positive way.
So Mike Houston told us a bit about mat drills. He said that. And Alex Harper is interning now with us, a long snapper at East Carolina. He said this is pretty tough, but the toughest part of the season, he said, is fall camp when it's really hot outside, getting ready for the season. How does, when you talk about mat drills and what you're doing right now, is this one of the toughest things you do all year as far as the team?
Yeah, that's one of the toughest things just because you gotta find out who your leaders is because everybody's hurting, everybody's tired. But, the leader's going to step up. They're going to go first. They're going to wait last. They're going to leave last. You feel what I'm saying? So it's going to be a good show with just who the leaders is on the team and who the people that you can go to when times are rough.
And then spring football will be next. What will be kind of your role there? Are you going to be able to be a full go with the wrist and everything?
Most likely. I'll be in there doing about everything. Coach Houston has talked to some of the guys on the team. about limited reps just because we done did everything. But I'm full go, man. I'm ready to do it. I'm ready to go out for my last one, man.
You're like the 12-year NFL vet that gets a few days off. You came in here and you said you told Keaton you were getting old, and he had to say, "No, you're all right."
Yeah, Keaton don't like that. He told me I wasn't getting old. So shoot. 22, I guess I ain't old.
How's Keaton doing? I've been seeing him around lately. That's good to see.
Yes, sir. I'm with him about every day.
Yeah.
He's good, man. Good mental spot. He know he can call me for anything. So he's been good, man. He's been good.
If it was, Rahjai told me not to bring up the 49ers.
Oh, my gosh. Here we go, guys.
Chandler, did you watch the Super Bowl? I can't talk to him about it. But yeah, you watched it? Okay.
At least we made it. At least we made it.
If it was Niners Ravens, could Keaton have got you a ticket maybe? Would y'all have gone out there?
I wish. I would have went. I'm telling you that.
We talked to Jack Powers a lot. He's a fellow Niners fan. And, we talked to him like 4 or 5 days later. He was super depressed still.
He was sick. He
but
lost about 10 pounds.
What you think, man? Can you get it done with Shanahan and Purdy and that crowd? Or because you got so much around them there.
We just got to score. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the defense was doing their job, but you can't stop Pat Mahomes for that long.
Nah, you got to score 7 instead of 3 when you play Mahomes.
You got to. That's the next Tom Brady, I tell you.
He might be there right now. It's crazy. Kenny says at the end of the season, those last few games, it looked like your speed and cutting seemed to be peaking. You kind of mentioned that. Did you felt really good at the end of the year? He's asking how you're doing right now, other than the wrist. How you feeling other than that?
Good, man. Yeah. Mentally good. Like I say, man, I take it one day at a time. Cherishing all the little times with my daughter as she, living with me right now. So, man, I'm good. I'm taking the brace off this year, so hopefully a lot more big plays, explosive plays, man, and just be ready, man. It's going to be a show for sure.
That's what Mike Houston said he wanted this offense to look like. He also said that every day Blake Harrell and this defense is bringing energy, enthusiasm, and namely confidence. And it's tough to have confidence when you struggle offensively. But he said this spring he really wants to see your side of the ball take it to the defense. So it's probably going to be a fun spring out there with the challenge.
Coach Baker told them first day he got here that we're going to burn the juice. The defense didn't like that, of course. Big Tay had his words. But I believe him, man. I'm telling you, this offense is going to be something special, man. It's going to be able to put the ball in the playmaker's hands, man, and just let them work.
Alex is tuned in. He said, tell Rod to get a cut.
He top 5, man. That's all I'm going to say. He know what I'm talking about. He top 5.
All right.
Where he at anyways?
That's a good question. I figured he'd be here. He's supposed to be working with us. He's not doing anything football related, is he?
Okay, then. I got something for him. Don't worry.
He will be here later on this afternoon for Pirate Radio Live. We're talking to Rahjai Harris. If you got a question, we got a couple more minutes here with Rahjai. Kenny says, I could see 47 with a big old star on his helmet. Oh, that's gross right there. Man. None of that.
Don't let my mom hear that. Please. I go anywhere, though. I'm going anywhere.
Yeah, we ask these guys when they get picked up or drafted, is that your first choice? Is that where you want to be? Say, hey, whoever takes me,
you got that right.
I'm a new fan, right?
You got that right.
By the way, congratulations. You said you graduated in December, so that's fantastic.
Yes, I appreciate you, my guy.
What'd you graduate in?
I got my communication degree. I'm going to do something, like this.
Yeah.
Start a little podcast. Holton kind of inspired me a little bit. QB1 kind of inspired me a little bit to start my little podcast. So within the next couple of months, I'm gonna get that started. Real estate as well. I'm trying to get my real estate license this summer, just to have income coming in. 'Cause like I said, I got a little one, and I gotta make sure.
Yes, sir.
So.
Yeah, look, you've always been great talking to, but just your personality, the smile, everything. Like you need to be speaking to somebody and motivating people because you can certainly do that.
I be trying, man. I be trying to do a little something.
Yes, sir. Rahjai Harris joining us inside the Pirate Radio studios, and let's see, Chandler, Shirley, anything for Rahjai? We ain't seen him in a while.
Go Niners.
What you got for our guy?
I just want to know how he feels about the Tay-Tay celebrate.
Oh, God.
My God.
I just want to know.
So as a 49ers fan, were you sick of all that? Or,
I was sick the whole week. After the Super Bowl, I was sick. I didn't want to say nothing because Coach Houston was going to rub it in my mouth. And Jack Powers was calling me. He was sick. And I was just sick.
Can you listen to a Taylor Swift song now? Or have you, banned her from your library?
It's banned from my ears.
Okay. Let me ask you another question. What did you think about the halftime show?
It was all right.
It was all right?
It was all right. I really want to see Lil Wayne up there, so we need to. I don't know what we need to do.
Well,
but
you
they
did
need
see
to have
Lil.
Lil Wayne.
You did see Little
I did.
John. You didn't see Lil Wayne, but you saw Lil John.
I need to see Lil Wayne.
Is it in New Orleans next
That's what
year?
I heard.
It is.
It is. I saw somebody say we
You
need
might as
Lil
well
Wayne.
you might as well get him for that.
Might
but,
as well, huh?
Well, yeah, because he's from New Orleans.
Exactly.
But the thing is about Lil Wayne though, and I did not realize this, but he doesn't memorize, like his raps are not written down anywhere. He has to if he's so when he has to perform, say for like if he goes on a late night show or something, he has to have his lyrics printed out and he has to memorize them because he can't remember them.
He should just do whole new lyrics for his old songs. Just come up with new lyrics.
I think that would be great, actually.
He probably can do that, though. He probably can do that.
All right, Chandler, you got a question for Rahjai?
I was going to, maybe it's too early to ask this, but I mean, do you have any goals for the 2024 season? Well, maybe rushing yards, total touchdowns. Like, what's your goals for this year?
Number one goal, man, I'm just trying to win because every game we got on this schedule this year is winnable. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to take that one week at a time. But individual goals, I just want to set myself up for my future. You feel what I'm saying? So whatever that is, I'm trying to do. But yeah, I ain't really got too many individual goals. I feel as if we win and do what we got to do, that's when all that's going to come. So,
Clip, while we're thinking about it, we have a very special guest on the phone line that would like to ask Rahjai a question.
All
right.
Caller, you may go ahead.
Rahjai,
what's going on?
You know who this is, man. This is your boy, Alex Harper, man. First of all, I just want to come on here and say you need a cut.
Oh, my goodness. Have you seen Holton lately?
Man,
I'm just asking. Have you seen Holton?
NIL deal.
NIL deal. I need some clippers or something. That's what you're saying? I need some clippers. I already got my headband on. Come on, now. You ain't supposed to tell everybody my secret now.
But genuine question, man. I just want to... Coach Houston came on the show yesterday, and he shared that, you know, with the 21 new guys that we got on the team, how they've been integrated. I want to hear from your perspective, how have the new guys adjusted to being in the program, and some guys that have really stood out to you since we started mat drills and headed into spring ball?
I think they're all adjusting well. I got to give a big shout out to Winston. Man, Winston is one of them guys. You know, he's just a different breed. Winston, you got them big boys up front that's very athletic. But I say Winston is one of them guys that he's going to be a playmaker for us, special teams, receiver, whatever. Whatever we need him to do, I feel as he can do it. So I have to say Winston.
Appreciate you, Rock. Clip, thank you for letting me hijack the show. Wanted to ask Rock a question.
Show up to work this afternoon.
Yeah, show up at work.
I'm coming.
All right.
Our radio live.
Like Dion, I'm coming. We'll see you then. Rahjai, looking at your numbers, 70 yards away from 2,000 career yards. That's a nice milestone.
Great.
2 touchdowns away from 20. So if you can get, let's say, 11 or 1070 and 12 touchdowns, hit that 3,030. That'd be good.
That'd be what's up right there. I'm
So
telling you.
there's a few milestones for you.
appreciate that.
But Rahjai
Down.
wants to win.
I want to win.
I like that. Yeah.
I got to win.
Let's get some
got
W's. Rahjai, thank you for coming by, man. It's awesome to talk with you, as always. We appreciate you.
You already know, my guy.
All right, there is 47. Rahjai Harris joining us here on Pirate Radio Live. Talked to him earlier today. My guy.
Oh, my God.
What's up? He is a pleasure to be around and speak with. And Alex, I found out what top 5 means. You're definitely top 5. Can we got to let the listeners know. Rahjai says, tell Alex.
If I'm top 5, you are top 2 and not 2, my friend.
Alex, what did Rahjai mean when he said you're top 5?
Top 5 means you're one of the top 5 ugliest players that play for East Carolina football.
Maybe we should have Delaney go down the list and rank the top 5.
That would be a great experiment. We should do that.
It was in the men's section. One day when we don't have a lot going on, we'll have our ECU rankings.
Yes.
On looks. I would recommend shaving that day, Alex. I don't know. The beard works for you, man.
Yeah. If you saw me without a beard, you would tell me to keep it.
Top 3. Let's take a break.
Probably the top spot.
We'll come back hour 3. Ticket Tuesday. Bryce Williams is here. Pirate Radio Outdoors. Fleet Feet Rundown. And the intern games continue. This is like a newlywed game. How well do Alex and Delaney know Zach? We will find out. Hour 3, Pirate Radio Live. Back with you after this.
Here it is, a groove slightly transformed. Just a bit of a break from the norm. Just a little something to break the monotony of all that hardcore dance that has gotten to be.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number 1 in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
It's bow time. Chicken or biscuits? That's an impossible choice. How can you decide between Bojangles' perfectly crispy, boldly seasoned chicken or their fluffy, made-from-scratch buttermilk biscuits? Well, the good news is you don't have to. With a Cajun chicken filet biscuit, you get the best of both worlds. An all-white meat chicken breast marinated with a bold blend of seasonings and served up on a fluffy, golden buttermilk biscuit. When it comes to real-deal Southern flavor, there's no reason you can't have it all. Order a Cajun chicken filet biscuit today. It's bow time.
Hi Pirates, this is Holt Nailers. As I enter in a new season of life, it is still important to have a great team behind me. Whether you're going away to school for the first time, getting married, starting a family, or planning for your golden years, the choices can seem overwhelming and confusing. Let the team at Buck Insurance Agency make it easy as you enter into your next season. They have been helping people just like us for over 30 years. Give the Buck Insurance Agency a call today at 877-357-1966. Go Pirates.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com. Over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Naylor Show.
Big news! DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is coming soon to North Carolina on March 11th. It won't be long until you can bet on same-game parlays, money lines, and props right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. DraftKings Sportsbook has the best features, including odds boost and live betting. They also have social betting groups where you can share your bets with friends in real time. You can bet on all kinds of sports, including college basketball, hockey, and so much more. DraftKings is safe, secure, and reliable. Best of all, you can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and bet on your favorite sports once we go live. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, coming to North Carolina on March 11th. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Subject to regulatory licensing requirements. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of programs ranging from conventional, government, and portfolio loans. The Integrity Home Mortgage team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joanne Weir offers over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. Call them today at 252-714-2076. Integrity Home Mortgage, Pirates supporting Pirates. And Pirate Nation, when you're on the way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard and pick up one of the brand new custom t-shirts from the ECU baseball players. There are new custom shirts from Parker Bird, Jacob Jenkins Cowart, Dixon Williams, Ryan McChrystal, Wyatt Lunsford Shankman, and Danny Beal. The t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. If you live out of town, it's not a problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or give the store a call. Get one or all of the new shirts today at Shimmer and look sharp in the jungle this baseball season. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip Brock.
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. We already got Bryce Williams fired up in here on a Tuesday. Shirley, can we introduce
1, 2,
the big
3,
fella?
4.
I saw the light. I was baptized by the fire in your touch and the flame in your eyes. I'm born to love again. I'm a brand new man. We need to get Cooper Greer back in here.
Oh, I know. I was hoping, I looked over and you and I here are sitting here bobbing, just enjoying
Just
the tunes.
bobbing.
And I look over at Studio B.
What do we
no
got?
one's acknowledging. I couldn't see Shirley, so I'm not sure what she's doing. But no one's acknowledging our music.
Well, Alex is in his head's in his phone.
Dang, Delaney just staring. I mean, dang.
I think Delaney just got a free shirt, so
Well, there
she's
we go.
excited over there.
There we go.
Alex, you with us, man? You with us? You're with us physically. Are you with us mentally?
I'm locked in.
Did winter workouts whoop you that bad?
No, they weren't that bad this morning.
We're doing mat drills, Bryce. What are mat drills?
I guess that's a different term than our like Hell Week type of thing. Is that right?
Yeah, correct.
Nice. Why is it called mat drills? You're on the turf.
I still don't know the answer to that question. I have no
Marshall
idea.
had mat drills, but like we would do stuff outside and then go inside.
On mats?
Yeah, like crazy stuff. But I was injured, so I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, I was on the.
Are you hurt or are you injured? They ever ask you that?
I think injured.
Okay.
Yeah, I was injured.
All right.
Yeah, I was on the practice field at 5:40 this morning.
Hey, look at
So
I was
look at this
getting in
guy.
with y'all. I was getting in with y'all then, not out the field, but at the gym. Yeah.
You've been up a solid 12 hours.
Yeah, running on it.
And he had class.
He's been writing a paper. He's got a How Well Do You Know Your Fellow Intern game coming up in a little
there
bit,
we
Bryce.
go. Okay.
So, busy day for Alex. One of the all-time
Man,
days.
What is to be a student athlete, man? The grind.
Alex
It's a good
said,
life.
what'd you say, Alex? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just curious. So, for me, people say, man, I bet it's hard being a student athlete, juggling practice and school and everything. Me personally, I guess we were just used to it. Never really wore me down like that. What is the current student athlete feeling?
I think it's way more taxing mentally than physically, honestly, because, it's a lot of, we do work hard. We're in the weight room a lot, and we practice a lot, but I think it's more of just, like, it being every single day, meetings included. I think, me being a long snapper and not doing that much at practice probably has something to do with it, but to me it's been more of a mental grind than physical.
Right, yeah. Because some are required to do study hall. I never had to do study hall. I guess my grades were just, way up there.
Man.
So I never was required there, but y'all, I was like, everybody requires study hall now or not really?
All freshmen are required, and if you have under a certain GPA, you have to do study hall.
Do you have to do study hall?
No.
There we go. That just answers our question of our academic athlete. Hey, academics first,
Yeah, student athlete.
Exactly.
And I tell you what, Alex, I'm going to give you a glowing recommendation for your work here as an intern at Pirate Radio.
I appreciate it.
You're going to get at least a B- in there.
Yeah, at least. Hey, do I get to give some kind of what's it called?
Do you have your
on our interns?
Do you have a sheet from last week where you critiqued Delaney and Alex on their singing?
Yeah, it's all up here.
We need to turn that into the professors or whoever handles that.
I could come up with something good for that, the game we played.
Delaney, great singer, really folded under the pressure at math. That really held her back.
My favorite quote of you being a judge in one of our games was, "The lights too bright, or you just not good enough?"
That was a tough one to answer for Delaney.
Hey.
Delaney went home and looked herself in the mirror after that.
I am a communication student. I do not have to take a single math class.
Well,
see.
One day you'll think it's Delaney.
Exactly.
When you're in the real world and you got a subtraction problem.
Exactly.
To figure out. What are you moaning about, dude?
The whole, wait till you get to the real world conversation.
Yeah,
I'm tired of having it.
I don't know. You get ready, brother. Get ready. Taxes, bills.
I just went to the tax man. Had to pay in and everything.
Youngins.
Well, NIL stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it was like $90, but still.
Oh.
Alex, one day you wake up, you got 5 youngins running around.
5 at the age of 27.
Little Alex Jr., little Allie.
Who has 5 children?
Alex Jr., Allie, Alan,
Alexa,
Big Al, and Alexa.
Big Al.
He's the fat kid. He's your fat kid, but he's jolly. He's happy. Happy baby.
Okay, good to know.
Bryce.
Yeah.
We got football scheduling news on our Fleet Feet Rundown, brought to you by Fleet Feet. Get your feet feeling happy and feeling good, like Shirley Rhodes, who has those sweet blue New Balances from
Does
Fleet
she
Feet.
have them on right now?
You rocking them today, Shirley? Oh,
Let's
yeah.
see. Can we see?
Oh, yeah. Let's see those beauties.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
You can run a quarter mile in those in no time.
Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon, Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one service. That's key. One-on-one service.
Yep.
And they will have everything for you, whether you be a walker, whether you be a runner, whether you are somewhere in between.
Jogger.
A jogger, a galloper.
Jogging.
A skipper. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology. They got that 3D foot scanner to make sure it is the perfect shoe for you. Go see them, 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, they run for you. Oh, Bryce was a little salty.
Yeah.
Coming on the show today because we got some ECU football scheduling news. Here are the bullet points. East Carolina and their game at South Carolina moved from 2027 to 2030. ECU at ODU moved from 2027 to 2026. ECU has added a home game with North Carolina Central in 2026.
Yeah.
ECU has added a home game with Charleston Southern in 2028.
I was waiting for it.
ECU has added Norfolk State in 2030.
Man, I guess you kind of, that has to be rhetorical for you.
Well, Alex won't be a part of these games, so he can answer truthfully.
How fired up are you about that?
I'm fired up about us playing Central, man.
Oh, a revenge game.
Yes.
Oh, is it? Okay.
I will be in attendance for that game for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
Is that where you Yansford from?
Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Okay.
Overall, Bryce, you're not feeling it.
I'm not feeling it, man. I was, I always enjoyed the ACC rivalry games. I mean, I feel like that was a huge part of ECU, playing Virginia Tech, North Carolina State, at least in my era. I mean, you get fired up about it. I think the fans get fired up when you play those teams and then obviously branch out in SEC schools. I mean, I just think it just brings a little more excitement. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's always exciting when, when football season's in and it's a home game in Dowdy Fickle. I mean, to me, nothing compares to it. But I just would like to see just something really get schedule fired up.
Yeah, it's underwhelming, and we'll look through them real quick. 2024, Bryce, you You poo-pooed Liberty a little bit. They were top 25 team last week.
Yeah.
It might not get you fired up, but it'll be a good opponent. App State coming here. I like that game.
I do like that one.
Okay.
West Virginia, I do like.
Well, just 2024.
Oh, my bad.
Norfolk State at ODU.
That's there.
App State at Liberty. 2025 at NC State. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Campbell at home. Okay. 1 FCS.
Yeah.
At Coastal, BYU at home.
Yeah. That's yeah. I guess that maybe I was looking.
I'm down with that.
I was picking the negatives out of it, but there's some good ones. I think Coastal will be cool. Myrtle Beach and all that stuff.
Is BYU on? As far as I know, it is. That'll be good to have them here. 2026 NC Central. Alex will be the one person excited for that one. App State at home. West by God Virginia at home. I hope that
would be
that
cool.
stands.
Yeah, me too.
And at Old Dominion. We love to play Old Dominion.
Old Dominion.
2027, Wake Forest, Georgia State. I don't love Georgia State being on the schedule, but they kicked our ass last time we played them.
At their place, right?
Yes. So we owe them one.
Yep.
2028, NC State at home, Coastal at home. You got Charleston Southern and at Wake Forest. I like that. That's a good schedule to me.
Yeah, I like that. Pretty good.
2029, we make the Virginia trip. ODU and Liberty here. 2030, Norfolk State at South Carolina, Old Dominion. 2031, Old Dominion. This is getting Old Dominion.
For sure.
So, you'd like to see more sexy opponents on that schedule.
Most definitely. I do like the Wake Forest. We handed it to Virginia Tech, Carolina, NC State. Wake and like Duke, we wish we could have played them because then it could have really solidified in my era, hey, we're the best ones in the state, and I feel pretty confident things would have gone our way in those games. Just kind of was, just been neat to play those.
Yeah.
Change it up.
Yeah, it gets people fired up, but hey, if you're going to play these schedules, you better dang sure win them all.
Let's win them.
Against these FCS and quote lower tier teams.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's get a break in. We'll come back. I tell you what, as we go to break, let's give away some tickets. It is Ticket Tuesday, brought to you by Toby Williams and Sailor Warehouse. In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Sailor Warehouse for all your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing is this great service is free. Call Toby Williams today, 252-799-7051. Let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Sailor Warehouse, your local U.S. Sailor authorized agent. And Toby Williams is going to deliver you these tickets or find a way to get them to you. Let's do caller 4, 317-1250. 317-1250. Caller number 4, 317-1250. 2 tickets to East Carolina and North Carolina on Sunday. Huge baseball matchup at Clark LeClaire. It is sold out. So this is how you win your tickets right now. 317-1250. We're back with more after this.
Everybody up there, let me see y'all do the wave bow. That's how we do it. Come on.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company, offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Swinging a ball hit hard into right field. This one's deep. It is a home run.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Ryan McChrystal. And on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new shirt today at Shimmer and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates.
You know what we get to do today? We get to play baseball.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin,
smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. Proud to be voted the Remodeler of the Year by the Home Builders Association of Raleigh-Wake County in 2018 and Best Business Commercial Remodel Project winner for 2020. David Price Construction, the proud ECU Home Services partner.
What's even better than going to Jimmy John's? The great taste of Jimmy John's coming to you. Check out their convenient catering bundle, including a 12-pack of half sandwiches made with fresh baked bread, hand-sliced meats, and fresh veggies, plus 2 premium sides, 15 chips, and 15 desserts, all for one great price. You can also choose an a la carte option. Pick it up, or they'll set it up for you. And don't forget Jimmy John's loyalty app with a free sandwich after your first visit. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson, and online at jimmyjohns.com. The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Mustache March is right around the corner, and this Thursday, Pirate Radio will be at UBE starting at 11 a.m., raising money to fight ALS with our 2024 Jungle Nation t-shirts. The new Jungle Nation t-shirts are only $20 each, and money raised will be donated to the ECU Baseball Mustache March Fund to fight ALS. Get to UBE this Thursday starting at 11 a.m. and pick up your new Jungle Nation t-shirt while supplies last. Go Pirates!
Pirate Radio 1250 and 930.
You must be a pirate for the Pirates Code to apply, and you're not. And thirdly, the code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
Pirate Radio 1250 and 930.
All right, listen. Check it, check it, check it. I want a girl with extensions in her hair, bamboo earrings, at least 2 pair, a Fendi bag and a...
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space, moisture control, and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week with live music every night with the best lineup of bands on the weekends. And, of course, ladies get in free. Sunday Fun Day rolls along with free pizza with cornhole tournaments starting at 3 o'clock. You can also check them out on Facebook and Instagram for the latest on the music lineups, and we'll see you at the Buck. And as we return to the show clip, as we are heading into the middle of the second inning, or bottom of the second inning, I should say, East Carolina and Campbell, no score as of yet on your Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by the Buck.
The Buck. Somebody asked, I think it was Eric on YouTube, when is Delaney performing Ice Ice Baby at the Buck? When are you taking your show on the road, Delaney?
Let me know. I'll be there. I'm ready.
All right.
I got to get the lyrics down, but then I'll be there.
A Harp is about to join us here in the Pirate Radio studios. Derek wants to see Colorado get on the football schedule. I'd welcome Dion in.
Oh, yeah. Come on.
With arms wide open.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We are missing, we're missing a couple things. We're missing Chon today.
Yeah, where's Chon? Raleigh?
During one of the breaks, I was just aimlessly walking around, Delaney, looking for Chon.
Pacing.
Yeah, it's like where's my Chon?
Dang, where is Chon?
Well, you're missing your what's the word I'm looking for? Because he follows you like a little puppy around the studio.
Yeah.
So I mean,
shadow.
Yes, your shadow.
Maybe I'm the shadow.
Nah, I don't think so.
He is in Campbell with Zach.
Bowie's
Intern
Creek,
Zach.
huh?
Bowie's Creek.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
I love the spelling we got going on here. Is that a reoccurring
What
gag?
did you do?
Just a lot of E's.
Ongoing joke amongst the interns.
So I knew Zach wasn't going to be here, but I still wanted to challenge your young minds. You got to keep the mind sharp and do some sort of contest today. So what I did was I sent a questionnaire to intern Zach, and we're going to do how well do you know your fellow intern? Because this weekend you guys were all working so hard, did a great job. You got that picture together like a Christmas card, looking so nice.
I made them take that.
I wish we had the audio clip of Delaney before we took that. We were just standing there. She's like, guys, come here. And let's pretend that we like each other.
Because they were standing there like we're. I was like, come on, we're buddies.
Come on, give me a smile.
Yeah.
I don't know. We were just being fun. We didn't want to do the arms wrap around thing.
All right. Well, we'll find out how fake that picture was if y'all don't know anything about Zach. Bryce, I'll let you play the celebrity edition.
There we go.
You can, because you and Zach have hit it off as hunting outdoorsmen.
Yeah.
So we'll see how well you know Zach. Shirley played earlier today, and she did pretty good. All right. So where are my questions?
And I'll have you know, I know nothing about Zach, so that ought to help you a little bit.
All right. Don't look.
Yeah. Hell eyeball.
I was not looking.
All right. Question 1. Let me make a scoreboard here with A and D. You're going to show me an A or a B, guys. What is Zach's last name? Is it A, Lewis, or B, Morris? Zach, they're going A.
I just told him this.
You should not have done that. Both get a point. Do y'all know who Zach Morris is?
Do y'all know?
I feel like it's a Charlotte Hornets player.
Oh, no.
Did Zach come up with the answer choices too?
A couple, and I did most of them though.
Okay.
Zach Morris, character on Saved by the Bell, an old show that y'all don't.
Yeah, y'all weren't around then.
Yeah, I don't know.
Does Zach have any siblings? A, yes. B, no. Like y'all are staring each other down. Like,
Wait, can you count? Do we do it at the same time or?
Oh yeah. 3, 2, 1. Show your answer. We've got A for both. Do y'all feel confident about that? You do?
I feel like he's talked about siblings before. I might be delusional.
You are correct, Alex.
Okay, good.
That is good listening, and
He has a sister, right? Or is it a brother?
I have
You
no
don't know?
idea.
Okay.
I just asked
We
him.
all talked about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Did Zach have a family dog growing up? A, yes. B, no. Show your answers in 3, 2, 1. Is that your answer?
No.
Oh, Delaney is correct. And unfortunately, Alex, you are incorrect. He had a family dog. He actually had multiple family dogs. Was one of those dogs named A, Dowdy, or B, Petey? He had a pirate-themed dog. Was the name A, Dowdy, or B, Petey? 3, 2, 1.
I'm
All right.
going A.
Well, it is Petey. Alex, did you just remember hearing about Petey?
Yes, because he told me about his dog named Petey.
God, he did not retain that information. All right, Delaney is 4 for 4. Alex has 3 right now. Does Zach prefer to A, stay up all night, or B, wake up early in the morning? Is he an all-nighter or an early bird? A, all night, B, early. 3, 2, 1. We got A for all night for Delaney. We got B for wake up early for Alex. The answer is stay up all night.
Oh my God! Whatever, Zach, you lying. He literally, we had a promo for something like a coffee 5K or something, and he was like, "Oh, dude, I might do that. I'm up early all the time anyway."
Wow,
liar!
He
bro.
set you up for failure.
Unreal.
All right. Would Zach rather be A, in the front row of the Boneyard in a sold-out Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, or B, in the front row of the Minges Maniacs in a sold-out Minges Coliseum? Would he rather be in a packed Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, A, or a packed Minges Coliseum, B? 3, 2, 1. We got A for football for Delaney. We got B for Alex, and the answer is A.
Well, thanks, Zach.
He was just talking about that the other day.
See,
I'm sure he was.
She focuses. She makes eye contact and listens to the people talking, Alex. Come on.
Wow.
Alex has numerous favorite songs. One of his top 3 is this one, classic rock song. Is it A, Let It Be by the Beatles?
He means Zach.
Oh, okay. You said Alex.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Zach's, one of his favorite songs is A, Let It Be by the Beatles, or B, Time by Pink Floyd. A, Let It Be, B, Time. 3, 2, 1. Oh, dear. It is Time by Pink Floyd.
Oh.
He also talked about that recently.
Wow.
Goodness.
How does he talk about all this stuff?
Man.
Now,
Somebody
pays attention.
No, in your defense, I don't think you were there yet. You weren't. It was when we were deciding our songs. You weren't there yet. You weren't there yet.
That's fine.
Cost of being a D1 athlete. You had other stuff to do. All right. Zach's favorite movie all time is A, Cars, or B, Toy Story.
I don't know.
3, 2, 1. Alex says Cars. Delaney says Toy Story. It is Cars.
Yay, good job.
Shut up.
How'd you know that?
I didn't, but if the answer was not Cars, he was incorrect anyway. So.
That is the second time we've talked about Cars today on the show. All right. Is Zach generally more attracted to A, blondes, or B, brunettes?
I don't know this. Don't look at me like that.
Zach has bright blonde hair, but do opposites attract? Or does he want to match? All right, show your answers in 3, 2, 1. Blondes have more fun, according to Zach. He is going with blondes. Delaney, correct? Alex,
this is not fun. I'm not having a good time. How many questions are there?
It is 8-4. There are 19 total questions. And I think we've been through 9. You need to turn it on fast and hope Delaney just has a complete meltdown. Zach's dream vacation would be to which country? A, Brazil, or B, Iceland? One of these is his dream destination.
I think you can get this one.
Now you are pitying him.
No, I'm serious. It makes sense if you think about it.
3, 2, 1.
Because of soccer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, Shirley, they both got it wrong.
What?
Oh, sorry.
I was thinking soccer too.
Zach is, what I've learned from this segment is Zach is an interesting person.
Iceland is his dream vacation.
That's random.
Who knew?
What even?
What is one thing Zach would like to change about his body? Would he A, be able to put on more weight, be a little thicker with 2 C's, or B, be taller? Would he rather be able to put on weight or be taller? I need your answer in 3, 2, 1. Delaney says A, put on more weight. Alex says be taller. He wants to be even taller than he already is. Alex, that is correct.
Good. I thought that because him being on the club track team, I would have thought him weighing more would make his life harder. So that's why I went with
Way to use context clues and reasoning there.
Yep.
Bryce, we got a few questions left. What do you think about the game so far?
It's going good. This could be the downfall of Delaney with this getting wrong. Alex will be picking it up. He's starting to think through his friend and all that, and maybe he's starting to pay attention more too.
All right. Is Zach's GPA higher or lower than 3.3? A, higher. B, lower. I need your answer in 3, 2, 1. Delaney thinks it's higher, as does Alex. The answer is lower. He is a 3.0.
I did not think he would.
Yeah, I didn't think he'd put it out
willingly
there.
put that out there.
Wait, is something wrong with the 3.0?
No, it's
What's
just
wrong
like
with 3.0?
nothing.
Daggum.
Nothing.
Well,
I would kill for it.
No, I just would think if you're bringing up your own GPA willingly.
Well,
would
I
think
asked
it
him
would
the
be
question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
Yeah. Who is Zach's all-time favorite athlete? Is it A, Clint Dempsey, or B, Rod Brindamore? Do you know any of these people, Dylan?
No.
Okay, you got an advantage here, Alex. Can you use it? A, Clint Dempsey. Should I tell her the sports? Or
No.
Yes.
No, what? No. Clip. Finish the question, man.
All right, 3, 2, 1. You both get it right. Clint Dempsey is a soccer player.
Yay.
Is this one of the questions he picked the answers to?
Yes.
I feel like he tried to draw me in with Rod Brindamore.
He kind of did. Well, honestly, I said I want to do a hockey guy. I don't want to do a basketball, football, baseball guy. So I was like Eric Stahl, and he said, put Rod Brindamore. I liked him, and Alex might think it's that. So I think he was trying to trick you.
Yep. Trick you.
All right, we move on.
You got a lot of paper there.
Yeah.
Would Zach rather take his hot date to a nice restaurant or order takeout and eat at home with his date? Is he low-key or is he putting on the Ritz?
Is he dapper?
Is he dapper Zach? A, nice restaurant. B, eat at home. 3, 2, 1. You know, this one surprised me, and it surprised Delaney as well. Yeah. He would go to a nice restaurant. Alex is making a little run here.
Back.
What's the score?
It is 9-7. Delaney with the lead, but
how many questions we got left?
Closing in. We have 5 questions left.
Okay, I thought we were at like 2.
No, you got time.
All right, so definitely in the cards.
Lock in.
Did Zach get suspended, detention, or a phone call home in school? Did he get in trouble in school? Could it be any of those things? A, yes. B, no. This is high school. Suspended, detention, or a phone call home to his parents. A, yes. B, no. Need your answer in 3, 2, 1. You both say yes. His direct quote was, he was an angel. Never got in trouble in high school.
Yeah, okay.
Come on.
Come on, Zach.
Hey, that's what he told me. I trust him. Does Zach have any piercings or tattoos? Tattoos? A, yes. B, no. Does he have any piercings or ink on the body? A, yes. B, no. 3, 2, 1. We got 2 no's, and y'all are correct. You know you're Zach. Are you willing to share? Do you guys have any tattoos or piercings?
I do. I have a half sleeve up to my elbow on my right arm.
Okay. Delaney?
My ears.
Okay.
Wait, tattoos on your ears or piercings?
Oh yeah, a bunch of tattoos on my ears.
Nice.
She's got an ear sleeve.
Yeah, exactly.
If Zach was to get a tattoo, would he get A, an ECU logo on the bicep? He referenced Shane Carden with that, Bryce. Or B, his family crest on his back? ECU logo on the bicep or a family crest on his back? A is the logo, ECU. B is the family crest. Need your answer in 3, 2, 1. Alex is going the ECU logo. Delaney's going family crest. The answer is ECU logo. We have a 1-point game.
Oh boy. How many questions are there? Like 3?
We've got Oh, and these two are great right here.
Oh, gosh.
These are the last two questions, Bryce. This is going to be good.
Man,
man.
It's coming down to the wire right now.
And we're going to take a break to really let it simmer. Let's take a break. We'll come back. The final two questions. And they are questions where the answers are Alex or Delaney. The last two questions, y'all are part of the questions.
What?
This is going to get good, and I don't have a tiebreaker, so I hope it doesn't end in the tie.
All right.
We'll have to call him.
Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard update presented by DeBuck. We head to the bottom of the third. No score between Campbell and ECU. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Tuesday. Back with you after this.
Candy yam, honey-coated complexes, use a cafe. Let's hear it for the girls from around the way. Sing! Put your hands in the air, put your hands in the air, hands in the air from side to side.
Here with Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood, it's a great time to buy a used vehicle.
It's not a great time, it's a perfect time to buy a used car from Brown & Wood. We have over 115 used vehicles in stock, and we're number one in the market on price. We have limited lifetime powertrain on all of our used cars under 80,000 miles, so go to brownandwoodauto.com to find out more. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal, to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates!
Here at Papa John's, we know our stuff.
So try our newest cheesy calzone epic stuffed crust pizza. Made with a blend of ricotta and mozzarella hand stuffed into that Papa John's fresh, never frozen original dough. Get it for a limited time only at Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
Okay, guys, I've devised a plan to find better home internet. Kids, you scout the web for the best deals. Honey, you monitor our projected data usage.
Or we could avoid that hassle and go with U.S. Cellular's home internet.
New plan. Ellen, you sign up for U.S. Cellular home internet. Madison, you bring me snacks while I stream the game.
Bundle and save on U.S. Cellular's new and improved home internet. Just $29.99 when bundled with a wireless plan. U.S. Cellular, built for us.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Here today with Tracy Ayers from ENC Pirate Realty, and you guys are more than real estate agents.
Right. We also do homeowners association management, and this is for communities that have a need for professional management. We provide services that include accounting, dues collection, inspections, and maintenance of your community. Protecting your property value is important, and having professional HOA management will protect your investment now and in the future. If you have real estate or HOA management questions, contact us at encpiraterealty.com. Go Pirates!
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Pirate Radio.
It's great to be on. This is an honor. You know, Pirate Radio is kind of a cult following around North Carolina, so I'm excited.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, and get rid of unwanted hair? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Free consultations available by calling 752-1406 or visiting beautybarmedispa.com. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
What do they have to do?
Man,
really bounce back.
They really got to focus up now, Bryce. Welcome back into Pirate Radio Live. Kenny asking, Bryce, are you a speeder or do you drive the speed limit?
Speeder.
You're a speeder? Join the club. Our buddy here got
a little ticket.
Oh yeah, I got it. You said you were a speeder. I got a ticket this weekend.
Dang, nice. How fast were you going?
72 and a 55.
He was
that's highly speeding. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Where was this?
Makes me feel bad talking about it because I didn't even feel like I was going that fast.
Do you think he should be suspended the first 2 games of the season?
No.
Okay. I don't either. Delaney has her fans. Dana and Jack are rooting on Delaney.
My aunt and my cousin.
Alex, you have no fans.
It's typical.
But
it's all right.
Sometimes you got to be your own biggest fan.
Exactly. Absolutely. There are 0 people wearing 49 jerseys in Dowdy Fick on a fall.
That's going to change this year.
Yeah.
That's going to be a very popular number. He is. All right, we are down to 2 questions. Delaney had a commanding lead. It has evaporated. Delaney up 10-9, 2 questions left to go, and these are my favorite questions.
Pretty good.
We are playing How Well Do You Know Zach, intern Zach. Who would Zach trust more with a secret? Would it be A, Alex, or B, Delaney?
This is tough because we haven't known each other for that long.
Does he trust Delaney? Does he trust Alex?
Neither one.
I need
take it personal.
Your answer in 3, 2, 1. They both say Alex.
That does nothing for me.
Wait, no, I meant to say me.
Delaney, you should not have said that because Alex has tied it up.
Oh.
No!
He picked Alex.
No!
Yeah.
Zach, we're talking about this.
How does that make you feel, Delaney?
Yeah, how does it make you feel?
I don't know.
I wonder what his reasoning is.
Yeah.
We'll find out later on. Eric says bro code.
Bro code. Yeah, that's valid. Valid.
I do not have a tiebreaker. So, somebody win this.
Somebody win it.
Who does Zach think is going to win this game?
Oh.
A, Alex, or B, Delaney? Who does he?
The man he trusts.
Who did he pick to win this game? Do you play poker, Alex? I love your poker face you got going right now.
A couple times.
I don't have a very good face.
I have not won any money, if anybody's listening.
Is it A, Alex, or B, Delaney? 3, 2, 1. They both say Delaney, and they both are correct, and we are tied, folks.
Jeez.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, should you ask a question about me?
Or do we call Zach on the Pirate Radio live line and get a question?
But is he going to be able to do that really quick?
He's at a baseball game.
All right, let's take a break. I'll text him a question.
There we go.
And we'll see if we can break this tie. We'll do that, Pirate Radio Outdoors, and wrap up Pirate Radio Live when we return after this.
Swinging a ball hit hard into right field. This one's deep. It is
A home run!
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Jenkins Cowart, and on your way to see the Pirates play this year, be sure to stop by Shimmer Boutique on Greenville Boulevard to pick up one of my brand new custom t-shirts. My t-shirts are available now in both youth and adult sizes and only at Shimmer Boutique. Live out of town? No problem. Just message Shimmer on Facebook or Instagram or call the store. Get your new shirt today at Shimmer, and I'll see you in the jungle. Go Pirates.
You know what we get to do today? We get to play baseball.
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for $11.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $11.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Love is in the air at your CBD store. Get a free 5-day starter pack with any purchase over $60. Just mention Love Month. Be sure to try their THCA flower, pre-rolls, and Delta 8 Mike Tyson ear-shaped gummies. Did you know their gummies are #1 in the world? If you are struggling with sleep, anxiety, or pain, the CBD specialist at your CBD store can help. Their unique boutique also carries pet products, gifts, jewelry, and more. Visit your CBD store for Love Month. Located at 420 East Arlington Boulevard, open Monday through Saturday from 11 to 7. Go Pirates!
Pizza, subs, slice, ice.
Jenny, what are you doing?
Just letting the Pirate Nation know that Cucinella's has 2 locations. One in downtown Greenville across from Sub Dogs, and now in Midtown Greenville beside Best Buy. Did you know Cucinella's is open every day with $6 lunch specials, slices all day, beer, wine, and their famous homemade gelato? Cucinella's in downtown Greenville, and now their new location next to Best Buy. Go Pirates!
You've worked hard to make your business successful, and that's why it's really important to always have a bank that's in your corner when you need them. This is Chris Richards from First Bank, and our experienced team of local bankers includes Lee Watson, Ashley Capps, Josh Hooten, and Heath Nisbet. To get the business services that are right for your business, come and see one of our experienced team members at First Bank on Arlington Boulevard in Greenville. First Bank, together with our customers, we're creating a world where individuals and communities thrive. Member FDIC.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growatpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
Seared Shop House, Greenville's go-to restaurant for premium scratch-made entrees, paired with an impressive selection of wines and cocktails. Seared Shop House. Whether you're celebrating an anniversary, birthday, a special night out, or just want to have the best meal in town, come see why Seared is the place where great atmosphere and great food collide. Seared is now open for lunch Monday through Friday, and be sure to stop in for the best brunch in town Saturday and Sunday. They also offer pickup and delivery. Head to SearedShopHouse.com for online ordering.
Fitness, fellowship, and faith is F3, and it's changing lives of men right here in your community. Just listen.
My name is Tony McKee, cold cut, age 64. You can do this. I've been doing this for 9 years next month. This has been life-changing. A friend is closer than a brother. That's a scriptural thing, which is important to me because F3 has been like brothers to me, a family like I've never had before.
F3ENC.com. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started if you want to be great.
Pirate Radio.
If you're going to put your name on something, it better be your best work.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It's been a struggle today for the stock market. The Dow was down 64 points at 38,563. The NASDAQ was down 144 at 15,630. And the S&P was down 30 at 4,975. That is your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Clip.
All right, we have an 11-11 tie. Delaney and Alex, how well do you know Zach? Final question, closest to the pin. Have y'all write your answers down. How many deer has Zach killed in his life?
I have a pen.
I will
I can type mine down.
Okay, that's fine.
See, with no hunting experience, I don't even know what a realistic number is.
Yeah. Well.
So this is tough
How
for me.
many what? Deer?
Yeah.
You can't look at it. Put your phone down.
She's writing an Hey, will you relax?
Wait, I'm sorry. Repeat one more time.
How many deer has Zach killed in his life?
In his life? Okay.
I'm going to assume like the first 4 years of his life, he probably didn't kill any, but yeah, in his entire life.
How old is he now? 21?
No, he's 20.
20.
Okay.
I think that's over a decade of hunting. Never know.
Bro, what's up, man?
Here. Do you want to write yours, or are you going to put it in your phone?
I can just type it.
Okay.
But how long do I have to think? Like,
3 seconds.
oh my God, no. Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait, I just turned my phone off. Okay. There you go.
Show your answers. Delaney's going with
20.
Alex is going with
49.
This man's out here like Rambo. Shoot.
I had no idea.
Before we
number.
give the answer, Bryce, how many have you killed in your time here on this earth? Would you guesstimate?
Probably around Delaney's number, 20.
Zach is at 8, which makes Delaney our winner. 49, dude. What's he got? A Uzi or a rocket launcher?
So here was my. Honestly, I was gonna write 7 just because it's a lucky number, and I literally had my hand to write 7, and then Bryce said that's about a decade of hunting. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, I don't know a number, but maybe 4 deer in a year.
Yeah,
that doesn't seem too egregious to me. And then I was like, well, if I'm in the 40s, I'll just put my football number. Yeah. And that was my thought process.
Congratulations, Delaney. You know Zach.
Thank you.
She knows.
You don't know Jack.
You don't.
I don't.
Delaney and Zach already have issues, though. Are you already texting about the trust thing?
Trust issues.
Did you let him know you won?
Yeah, I will. Actually, he doesn't want to know. He wants to listen to it himself. But
okay.
Now I'm going to let him know because we got trust issues.
Big news, folks. DraftKings Sportsbook, one of America's top-rated sportsbook apps, is coming soon to North Carolina on March 11th. Won't be long till you can bet on same-game parlays, money lines, and props right here in North Carolina with DraftKings. It's coming March 11th. It is safe, secure, reliable. You can deposit and withdraw your cash whenever you want and bet on all kinds of sports. New customers, download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and bet on your favorite sports once we go live on March 11th here in North Carolina. If you have a gambling problem, call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. Must be 21 or older. North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Subject to regulatory licensing requirements. See terms at DraftKings.com/sportsbook/NC.
Man.
Bryce, good to see you.
Thanks for
having me. You catch anything this week?
Skunked.
Man.
I know.
Can't even catch a cold.
No.
Delaney, congratulations.
Thank you again.
That's 2 in a row.
That's 2 in a row.
She's on top.
Alex, you'll get him next time, buddy.
I'll be back.
It is next time. Has Alex got one yet?
Oh, yeah.
I was in the lead. I think me and Delaney are tied now.
Yeah.
I think Zach's behind. I think we both have 3 wins, and Zach has
No, I only have 2.
So I might have 3 then.
We'll figure it out and let you know next time. Yeah. Shirley Rhodes, thank you. We'll see you Wednesday, 3 o'clock. All new edition of Pirate Radio Live. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 90.